What's up, everybody? Welcome to this special NBA 2K cast. I'm, of course, your community manager, Chris Manning, joined by the illustrious Ronnie 2K.
What is going on, people?
And we're joined by a special guest, Ian Clark of the Golden State Warriors. How's it going, man?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Good. So we are going to get started. We have a lot in store for today, but first we're going to take a quick break and check out a word from our sponsors.
What does it take
Damn, I look good.
to be a champion,
My body's a well-oiled machine.
a superstar,
I'm ready to go.
a legend?
Get your head in the game. Bunch of damn space cadets.
We got one life to live. We got
Turn up, legend. Turn all the way up.
We the future. You wouldn't know nothing about that.
We gonna be legends.
Legends of Chamberlain Heights, Wednesdays at 10:30 on Comedy Central and on the app.
All right, so today is the big day. Ronnie 2K, myself are going head-to-head. I guess I'm going to use my Los Angeles Lakers. I have to keep it real, right? Like, as a fan, you can't jump. There's a lot of people jumping on the Golden State Warriors bandwagon, a lot. I mean, I think
talk about
the
that
wheels are
with
coming
Ian.
off right now, I think. So, you know, I have to stay true to my team. Ronnie, you did a poll earlier on Twitter. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, I'm a free agent, so I was like, you know what? A team can come find me. And so I just ran a poll, let the community decide. There's a lot of really exciting teams, and I'm kind of excited about the one that the community picked. They picked the Minnesota Timberwolves, so should be a lot of fun. Athletic team. I haven't got to play with them a lot, but I'm pretty excited to play with them. But before we do that, we should talk to our special guest over here, my guy, Ian. How's everything, dude?
It's going well, man. Kind of getting back in the swing of things. You know, season's right around the corner, so I'm very excited for it.
Yeah, and of course you're stopping by a couple days before NBA 2K17's launch. You must be pretty excited for the game to be coming out.
Oh, definitely. Of course, a huge fan. You know, around this time last year, kind of came up and got some gameplay in, so I'm excited for this to drop. And I'll be talking a lot of trash too for a lot of people that I'm playing. So
I was going to say, don't be modest. You're coming in here and spanking people left and right. So
I'm still getting my feet wet.
yeah. What do you think of the game so far?
Love it, man. It's very smooth. Of course, the gameplay. I like, you know, the different dynamics that we have now with, you know, shooting the threes and the shot stick on the layups and everything like that. So kind of getting used to it still. You know, I want to perfect it for sure, but I like it a lot.
Speaking of shooting threes, your Golden State Warriors shoot a lot of those. You must be pretty excited for the upcoming season. Lots of the big story with Kevin Durant and all the changes on your team. But I think the even cooler story as it pertains to us is what are the Warriors going to be like in NBA 2K17? I mean, you already had the guy that made 402 three-pointers, and you add Kevin Durant to that mix. Everybody's talking about how that team is going to be just completely impossible to face online.
It's gonna be hard to play with. I mean, hard to play against them. Luckily, I'm on that team, so I'll be able to play with myself a lot and be on their winning side. But I mean, it's definitely gonna be a 2K team. 2K's team, I kind of say, because you know the gameplay is gonna be so hard to match up against them.
Yeah. You know, there's 11 90-plus rated players in the game, and the Warriors happen to have 4 of them. I mean, it's going to be insane. Of course, ratings are always a contentious thing, and you know, as the season goes along, ratings will go up, ratings will go down.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting to see if the Warriors can keep 4 90-rated players. So very, very excited about the season, and you know. Last year we kind of fixed the game for having Steph being able to shoot those 35-point three-pointers. Is that kind of an adjustment that you think that the league's going to make, and something that we're going to have to continue to address with some of the players in our game? Like, meaning, do you think other people are going to shoot like 35-foot three-pointers? And
I don't know. I think that's hard because Steph's unique.
Yeah.
In the shots that he takes and the shots that he makes. So you know, I don't think for anybody else, I think that's a bad shot. For him, I think you can't tell him not to shoot that because he's made so many. So I mean, I don't think it's kind of unique to him. I feel like.
It was a conundrum even last year just with gameplay. It's like, here comes a guy that's pulling up right above half court. If you do that in 2K, you shouldn't be rewarded for it, right? But that's what kind of makes Steph. So how do you think that's translated in this year's gameplay? Like, you know, he has a special badge that kind of gives him that unique range. You like that kind of solution to the Stephen Curry conundrum?
I mean, you got to make it as real as possible. And if those are shots that he's making, I mean, why not have it incorporate it in the game? And I think that's kind of why, you know, playing with Golden State, playing with Steph is quote unquote cheating, if you want to say it, because he can make those kind of shots.
I was gonna say though, when we were playing earlier, I think the space-time continuum was a little messed up because Ian Clark was beating me hard with Ian Clark. I was covering Steph, I was getting Clay, I got KD on lock, but then Ian Clark's wide open. I mean, it's crazy how good that team's gonna play. I think a lot of fans out there are looking forward to see how you guys are gonna play in real life, but just in 2K as well.
Not to mention NBA players love to play as themselves. And like they know their own moves, so that they they really go to. I mean, you were benching Steph to play yourself. Like
I think it was just a
awesome.
gameplay. I was hot, and Coach Curry just kept me in. I just kept doing what I was supposed to do.
A lot of green threes, man. A lot of green releases from you. It's awesome though. It's really cool to see. And anything stand out from a gameplay perspective?
That's
just kind of hopping in.
I think it's mostly we talked about the skip passes and everything like that. Being able to get deflections, and they're not really just catches anymore. They're deflections, and you got to get the ball, and the tip ins. That's something I'm getting used to as well. Being able to kind of time when your guy's going for the rebound and not bringing it down and getting the easy tip in and getting a bucket.
It's great when you see a guy running down and like he's going to grab the rebound. You're like, I see 2 shot blockers back there. I see Karl-Anthony Townsend back there. I might just want to tip this in before I pull the rebound down and get it rejected off the backboard.
Exactly.
It really changes the dynamic of the game, and I'm really interested in seeing like how it's gonna really change pro-am and team up and stuff like that, where you're 5v5, everybody's kind of player locked, and then you kind of have to make these decisions, right? Because you have defenders behind you. It's going to be really interesting to see how that changes the pace of the game.
Yeah, Ian, you've been playing the game for a lot of years now. Do you think that this is, you've only been able to sit with it for a couple hours, but do you feel like that this one's going to leaps and bounds above some of the past ones?
Oh, for sure. Just like I said before, just how smooth the game is now, and it's it's more individualized, meaning with the players. Like you said, you have Steph that can make those kind of shots. You got different guys, I'm sure, playing with guys like, Kawhi, and I'm going off, last year's statistics, but his hands want to be great with the new, shots they've been able to swipe up and down, left and right. So little things like that, I feel like kind of make it leap over, the past games.
Yeah, it's almost crazy to think, like, just on steals for a minute. We always had a button that you couldn't really control. You just press that button, you hope the timing was right. Now you can actually swipe up, swipe down, swipe left, swipe right. Defense is really fun to play this year. The gameplay team did a great job on that, and they'll be talking more about that in a little bit.
Yeah, speaking of the gameplay team, Scott O'Gallagher is going to join us in a couple minutes to kind of watch our game and critique and talk about our game and talk about 2K17 and all the new additions with gameplay. So looking forward to that. Ian, thanks so much for joining us. We were playing right before this, and what an exciting
great game.
That was our podcast.
Great game. I came out with the win, but great game.
That's right. He did win.
It came down to a 12.4 seconds. He was up by 1, and it just was a terrible position. But it was a really fun game. So maybe we can get it after we get this official one out of the way.
Yeah, we'll see. If you got some time, man, you should play Ronnie after.
For sure.
Got to try to hand him that L first, my man. So thanks for joining us.
Thanks you guys for having me.
We're gonna just kick to a quick slate, and then we'll be right back with Scott OG, and then we're just gonna get right into the game. So we'll be right back.
It's okay.
All right, so we're getting ready to do this thing, and we're joined by Mr. SheltonAboveYou.
Pleasure. It's been a while.
It has been
good
a
to
while.
be
It has.
back, man. It's good
The
to be
last
back.
time the three of us were on camera was the
Road to the
Road to the
Finals.
Finals
Yeah,
event.
we did a lot of winning there.
Yes.
We did a lot of winning. We had a
Winners
lot of
were
fun.
winning.
For sure.
There you go, Ronnie. We're off to a good start.
I'm
yeah,
all-
that was
I'm all
a
over
blast.
it.
That
Now,
was a
I
blast.
have the chat pulled up, so if you guys have gameplay questions for Mr. SheltonAboveYou over here, I'm going to hand him the phone. He also has some notes. He's going to cover some stuff. Scott, you're going to talk about some things today on the stream, give some more insight into what exactly.
Yeah, man, for the guys that are familiar in the community, Big Czar and I run in the AI squad. We have an amazing AI team that's been here for a while now. But last year we wrote probably a 30-page blog between the
Yes.
both of us that really did well. Some things change here and there, so we couldn't get to that. But hey, we're here now. We couldn't put it in Mike's blog, because then people would probably be falling asleep. But we did just as much on the AI
It would
side
have been
as we
like
did
writing
last
the
year.
Odyssey.
Yeah, actually, a lot
True.
of the community was
Yeah.
asking for that blog, so
Yeah.
it'll be good to kind of dive into some of that.
That's why we thought it was important to have you on this broadcast.
Yeah, absolutely. Before we start, I'm going to be rolling with my Lakers. I have to.
You're
I
rolling
have
with the
to.
16-time NBA champions.
That's
Ronnie,
right, and
2K.
you are rolling with the people that voted for
The people's choice.
This is
The
gonna be-
people's choice. But here,
people's
so I
champion.
said this
It's gonna be a little rough, though.
So before we continue, I said this 2 years ago. And this is going to hold true again this year. They are my league pass team, meaning they're a
T-Mobile?
team
Oh,
that
yeah.
they're not a
Yeah.
team that's on television hopefully they get more national TV time this year. But this team is something to watch out for. Now with the hiring of Thibodeau,
I should have texted Carl to watch this broadcast.
He
was
probably-
texting
he
me
probably
He was
is
texting
right
me
now.
like 20 minutes ago. I should
Yeah.
just
By the way,
play your team.
fans, which Laker color jersey should I wear? Now we're at home, so we got to keep it to yellow or the white ones. I mean, I guess Ronnie could change, but we
Yeah.
have the chat here. Let's see. Just tell me what they're typing in. We'll
Now,
go
how
with
did
that
you get
jersey.
home court, by the way? How did we decide
Because I'm playing with the Los Angeles
Oh,
Playing
Lakers,
with the
God.
Lakers,
who are a little
always-
bit removed from the world champion type of caliber team that they
Yeah,
once
but
were.
you
But
know,
that's
now,
okay because I'm rolling with my team. SheltonAboveYou, before I got to 2K, you know who I rolled with? My
Yes.
Lakers. You know who
Yes.
I'm still rolling with to this day? My
Always.
Lakers.
Yeah.
Through thick and thin, I'm not. We're not.
whether
jumping
it's
I'll give you
60
this.
wins or it's 17 wins, we're
that's
still
right.
there through thick
That's
and
right.
thin, Ronnie.
What are they saying for Jersey?
Man, there's a lot going on in the streets right
Yeah,
now.
do we even know?
We'll probably want to get into this slowly.
they
The
want us
chat
to
is on
jump.
fire.
They are on fire. They're ready
Yeah.
for this.
Carl Anthony Towns.
All right, should we
is
just go with
probably
regular white?
an MVP prediction within the next
yeah,
2-3
I'd say so.
years easily.
Yeah, I think that's.
So we're
fair
gonna
call.
we're gonna do our best as Ronnie just buttoned through the first thing to not button through things. Thank you, Ronnie 2K.
Chris Dunn falling to
pick
where he
my-
fell to Minnesota.
That's a
I did
miracle.
not see that. And
I thought he
I'm
was
gonna
going to
go
go to
ahead and
Boston.
proceed and
I thought
bench
they were
him.
going to pick him up.
oh my goodness,
No,
Ronnie
he's
already making
no.
mistakes.
You know why? He's quick, and I think he's a good guy for 6-man
Okay.
in this setup.
Okay.
All
And
right.
I'm going veteran over here, putting KG in the lineup.
Okay. You don't want to spot in minutes. But
Now, I
you
don't
want to
think
start
we're
him?
Yeah.
pitcher and
All right.
pitcher, correct? We're just doing full screen, so that's cool. So we're going to just stay full screen. But again, if you're just joining us, this is the first ever game, Ronnie 2K and the Minnesota Timberwolves, as voted by the
people.
By the people.
By the
And,
people,
for
for
the
the people.
I did not.
Oh, Ronnie.
I did
hey.
not
You owe
put
me a
up.
Coke.
I did not put up a vote because I'm rolling with my team. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like a real fan, like the vote
That's
doesn't
right.
even come into
It
question.
doesn't even come
you know,
into
it
question.
just it's I already eat, sleep, drink.
That's
purple
right.
and
All right,
gold.
so we're going to check out some of the pregame intros here. So sometimes you'll get court projections, sometimes you'll get starting lineups. National anthem, as you guys saw during the trailer, our USA trailer, you saw that.
Look at Brandon Ingram.
Mozgov was
Yes.
paid quite handsomely
Mozgov.
this offseason.
That's right. There's my boy Jordan Clarkson.
And I'm sure the fans that are watching this now, I mean, they've read all the blogs and seen things.
Yep.
Stamina is as important as ever.
Yes.
Yep.
You know, so
And Brandon Ingram.
something
I
to
mean,
look
there's
out for.
so many great-looking rookies, but he is just spot on.
Yeah, these scans look amazing.
D'Angelo.
If
Looking
I see
nice.
if I see D'Angelo do the hotline blade one
Oh,
more
he's going
time,
to do it. You're going to get some ice in your veins tonight, Ronnie 2K. You betcha. And Luau Day. Great pickup.
veteran player Luke
Yes.
Walton. The Warriors have not been the same.
All right, so we're going to start off in broadcast cam. There is a new camera in the game. We're going to talk about it.
Oh.
I have my. It's not going to be my first choice of a camera to use. I'm going to be honest with you.
I understand
Scott.
that.
But I'll
understand
explain why.
that.
But
You
we're
hurt
going
my
to show it
feelings.
off for maybe a few possessions
Sure.
because I don't think we're going to stay on it too long, but I want the explanation to the people. It's called Winners Win, so I have to think it has something to do with
winning
Mr.
is not a
Sullivan.
sometime thing; it's an all-the-time thing.
There
so
you go.
This is something you have to deal with.
All right.
We have the 3 broadcasters that were actually in last year's game.
Yeah, so the audio
That
team
was
did
the
a
worst
phenomenal
game
job.
of all time.
The audio team did a phenomenal job
Yes.
with all. You guys saw the Pacific Stadium sounds and all that. I mean, that really makes the game feel different.
Absolutely.
As you can see here, we got brand new switching animations for all those X's and O heads out
Nice
there.
shot, Ronnie.
So switching screens is a lot more effective than it was previously.
We're actually in 2K cam to start this, so we'll switch back. Oh, you want to switch every quarter, Ronnie? Or do some,
Sure.
do
That
some
was
new-
from me and
Yeah.
my man playing.
Oh, nice
there's-
extra.
And there's a little pass, a little
Good
drop
pass.
off pass. So we're going to show all these replays, but you can see some of the new passing animations. Scott, one of my favorite things about the game this year is the passing animations, whether it's a flashy pass or passing of a shot. You can see right there, a nice pass by D'Angelo coming up and dropping it down to Mozgod.
Yeah, passing has definitely improved, man. Our guys over there, Jay Bean and the crew, have been working really hard, taking care of it, man. It's coming together. So we're staying in 2K cam.
Just for the quarter.
I like this. I like
Just
this.
for the quarter.
Just going
just for
cam
the
quarter.
That's also the people's
choice.
request.
That is the people's choice. I know people really like 2K cam. Last year, I kind of converted to broadcast almost exclusively.
Nice.
I found that when you're driving in, and I play a lot of team games, team play.
Yep.
So it's like whether it's team up or I'm going in pro-am. I really like. I trust my point guards. So they know where I like to be. They know what I'm trying to do. So it's just one of those things where it's really nice to.
Oh, tried it. So I'm glad that you went to that, Chris.
And what?
That back door, we like to call that back door cheddar,
Yes.
by holding that triangle or Y, was really tough for us to play. Our off-ball system, we added over 700 new animations from off-ball post to the off-ball
Wiggins does
deny.
not look happy about
So
that.
basically, there's more ways now. Guys can physically, stop that back cut, as you saw in that first play right
Yeah,
here.
and you can see them. That's what the league's gonna do. They're gonna try to push Brandon Ingram around a little bit.
Yes.
New free throw system. You want to talk about the way free throws are shot now? If you're
New free
aiming
throws,
a little bit off.
yeah. If you're aiming, I say, if it's a lot of it is on skill, as you can see here, off,
As Ingram
long,
misses
short,
too.
left, right. That's pretty self-explanatory there. Initially, as you bring it
Don't
down,
get the ball. Don't get the ball.
some of you have noticed, and I've read it in some threads, transition offense and transition defense has completely been rewritten.
Offense is 3 seconds on who?
Pay
What was
attention,
Rubio
Ronnie.
sitting there
So
for?
you say it's been completely rewritten. What are some of the things you're going to see?
So some of the things you're going to see is guys getting back, guys up top in tandem of 1, 2, and 3 are more in a shot. So basically, say if I take a 3 on the wing and you're at the top, you're going to be getting back as I shoot the 3. So we're back better in semi-transition. We're backflowing. We have introduced this new concept of backflow. What does that mean to you? It means that we can get to our assignment, stay on the same side of the floor as best as we can. Nice play.
It's not too good right here for the purple and gold right
The
now.
purple and gold, yes.
This is tough though. This is what Karl Anthony Towns does. If he wasn't the number 1 overall pick, could have been that purple and gold, but he's not. So Ronnie's starting off nice here.
A little tentative, as we always are at the beginning of these official
Good move.
broadcasts.
Yo, a little UTEP two-step action there, a little between the legs
But you see,
$1 million
I
move,
can't-
10-cent
I can't
finish.
complain because it's halfway on the shot meter, so that's something that's new as well, Scott. The
Yes.
the layup meter.
Yes, you got to time those. You got to time
There you
those.
go.
More of just
Should've
of a
bounced
boost.
past there. No way.
Something else that I wanted to mention as you guys are getting out of it for more of our hardcore X's and O guys. Oh, so he came off on that end.
Draw
Not
that
a
foul.
bad help there. Is
He,
that you can control
I
now?
threw my body at him
There you
with
go.
the stick.
Ronnie, don't act like you got skills.
He's feeling good about it.
Touche.
He's feeling good about
I'll
this.
feel good at it.
There you
8-2
go.
lead, man.
There you go. What I was getting at is that for our hardcore X's and O's guys, you can control the type of help off of drives. You can control your help off of dives to the basket. We're really just giving you the tools now, offensively and defensively, to kind of try to play the more how you want.
Oh no! I
That was awesome.
I
I've
could
never
literally
seen
not
that
buy a
before.
basket right now. Got a mismatch.
Oh, good. Little pinch post action. Nice. Coming off of the elbow and a dive to the
we're
basket.
Gonna take a little timeout here.
Need a little TO.
That's okay. You know what?
11-2 is not a very good
You
start
know me,
here.
Scott. When I get really competitive, I get quiet, and I don't really want to be super quiet right
No,
now.
you
I wanna
have
show
to,
off
on the
some
broadcast,
things.
you have to
This
play
is why I'm
completely
here. I am the voice.
Excuses. That's okay. We're going to be live streaming on Thursday night when this game drops at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's when our embargo drops. That'll be midnight Eastern. When that time comes, it is time to live stream, play with the community. I'm going to be playing team up with a couple of my guys all night long, so I'll be in the stream talking to you guys, playing with you guys. It'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, we'll be all in there. You guys have all seen the new archetype stuff that's been coming out. Everybody who's been playing the Prelude. We're really, really excited about that. You know, the esports and the Pro-Am final couldn't have gone any better, really. You know.
And speaking
Yeah,
of that,
other than
it really
the
kind of taught us.
Druckerbacher's running away.
Absolutely.
You know?
Besides that,
Yeah.
the 2K All-Star Tournament, it's going to happen in February. Really excited about that. Another $250,000.
Wanna let it
Green,
fly.
Green, man.
splash.
I was so surprised how
My
open I
goodness.
was, so I had to let it go.
It's nice.
I'm glad you brought up the archetypes. I mean, there's so much conversation about trying to build a guy like you to the point where you play all of these styles that are relevant to what you want to do. I know Chris likes to shoot a lot, so he builds the kind of the sharpshooter, shooting guard kind of build. Is that what you're thinking,
I
Chris?
do. I never met a shot I didn't like.
And then
there you
Scott,
go.
what are you thinking about?
Man, see, this is Ronnie. I'm glad you asked because it's a legit conversation that
Yeah.
we can have around the
And
competitive
it hasn't
gaming
been
scene.
in previous years.
It really hasn't. You know, a lot of guys have, and we try. Different things happen. Different tech comes, different stuff, which allows us to do different things. But this point guard discussion is big. I mean, it is at really every position. Like the guys who could shoot, I'm seeing a lot of playmakers out of there. But man, you're taking quite a bit of hit at the shooting. So knowing your personnel and then knowing the opposition's personnel now is going to be, quite big, especially when it comes to shooting. You know, a sharpshooter, you're not going to want to leave that guy open.
Now, one thing you just saw there, a pull-up from mid-range. You know, last year you tried that mid-range game. A lot of fans gave feedback about that. This year it's a really beautiful thing. You know, guys that can shoot that mid-range pull-up, you're going to see a higher success this year, shooting those shots.
Good defense there by Payne. Yeah, you're going to see a lot less of defenses leaving the corner. We got to, I believe, 27 teams this year actually physically talk to when it comes to ACE and our adaptive coaching engine. So that tool alone has over 6,000 adjustments currently, and we'll be updating throughout the season just as we did last year.
Strip.
Foul. There we
Good
go.
foul.
All right.
Good
Calm
foul.
it down. Calm it down.
Julius Randle, hopefully
Yes.
his 15 feet plus, he can extend that game a little bit
Get that green.
because he's going to need to.
I mean, he was coming off an ACL, MCL, right? Or was it just
I think it was just
MCL?
I think it was a
knee.
break.
Yeah.
Actually, I think it was a break.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it usually takes over a year. I mean, it takes 2 years, so I think you can expect kind of a breakout.
Well,
from
also,
Julius
a
this
lot
year.
of things that are, you talk about the success of the Warriors and Draymond Green. Luke Walton had a lot to do with, helping Draymond grow into the player he was. So I think it's going to be really interesting to see what he can do with this young Lakers team.
Yeah, I love Randall a lot in Kentucky. I don't know, to be honest, how he currently fits in this NBA that we have now. That these fours really got to stretch.
Ronnie's hitting
Definitely like a
everything.
more agile Zebo. But his handle's definitely underrated too.
That's not a foul. Not getting any love here.
Shabazz.
Chris,
Boss.
next possession, maybe we would have come down and tap that that LB L1.
That's right.
And start down there.
And Ronnie.
20-7, Chris, just about getting this thing under 10.
That's all right.
Okay,
Ronnie
that's a
playing
long
well.
game. Oh, now
You
it's
can
all
see
wide
there
open.
they were leaving him totally.
I got to get it on the boards. Or I'm gonna
AI, you're going to see a lot more one pass away, leaving exceptions. Usually that's the rule. You never leave there. And if there's
That
bad
was
shooters,
a total heat check.
5s, 4s out there, they will definitely come down and help.
And that's out of bounds. So good look at Brandon Ingram there.
Just gotta
That's the
slow it
future right there
down,
for
and
us.
I'm playing for one here.
Extending pressure, as some of you guys may have been able to see, you can do that now in the options menu as well.
Ronnie's playing like a pro right now. I got to stop button 3 in replays.
Got to contain that basketball.
Minnesota's super underrated in this
They're
game.
very athletic.
They're very
Very
good.
athletic.
Very athletic.
Very good.
I mean, if a couple of their guys that are shooters can just play up to their level, Brandon Rush, Chris Dunn, some of the guys that can actually shoot on the team, they're going to be scary. And if Wiggins takes that next step,
Wow.
Yeah, which I
and
think he will.
Carl
which I
doesn't have
think
a
he will.
second. Carl doesn't have a sophomore slump. I really doubt that. The guy's a monster.
Yes, absolutely.
Not a good ideal quarter there.
Oh,
for
this
me.
is my favorite part. Cheerleaders throwing T-shirts in the crowd.
Yes.
One chunk at a time, Chris. One chunk at a time.
Yeah.
Something I don't know how many times I said to our fellas, and I know they're watching GFG
Yep.
back home.
I don't get nervous because I know it's a long game.
To be honest, I've also been extremely serious
and playing all
not
day.
talking. And you,
True. We're on. Let's see. Let's go back to broadcast. Scott, you want to talk about your camera real quick?
The good old winners win
winners
camera.
win.
All right, so check
winners
this out.
Winner,
So,
winners win is
Scott,
kind of
whoa.
that. Winners win is
What is
that
going on
combination
here?
between guys who really like to be on the floor, be close, but yet be in a semi 2K or broadcast cam. So there's a bunch of different options here for you to
Yes.
choose to.
So you see the swing through right there.
Yep.
Yeah, my guys are not playing D right now.
The right stick up is your friend this year. Definitely use that. You can use it to steal, hands up. It's definitely something I suggest.
camera is interesting. I love it. Just a different angle on the
Yep.
game.
Man,
There's
oh,
different
man.
options
I
to
cannot-
back
I
it
cannot
up.
buy a
The
basket.
Lakers are not hitting any shots right now.
Nothing.
Good
Good
foul.
foul.
I'd like to know from the guys in the chat, man, what archetypes are they picking?
Yeah, for
You know
sure.
what I'm saying? I would like to. Very
know,
curious from
I'm
everything
thinking
that
It's
they've
just
seen.
not about
I'm
making the
thinking,
best player you can be. It's also about like getting who you're playing with, right? I'm going to be running alongside my point guard, so I need a two guard that can be a shot creator. So I'm
Yeah.
going to go with
Nice.
that kind of archetype. Somebody that can create shots. I like to take shots and create shots out of nothing.
I think I'm going to be
What are you
a
running?
playmaking small forward. Or
Really? I have not heard
I mean,
that
I
one
like,
so much
yeah,
yet. Not like that's not a good one. There's definitely a lot
I've
of
always,
pros to that.
Whenever I would play pro-am or play on the park or just a variety of, or in career, my goal wasn't to score 60 points a game, even though I could score. It was to try to get triple doubles. And that was kind of like how I like playing in high school and college too. So it just gives me that opportunity to play like I. Oh, that was not a good
We're
pass.
seeing a lot of stuff out here. I'm reading stretch bigs, paint protectors, a 7-3 post score. That's not bad. Speed, you're going to take a hit on. So that was very common
cool.
last year for that guy to play as the biggest dude, and he was really agile. Don't forget too that I know you've probably read it. Some of you guys that are super into the forums and all that and blogs is the fact that we have speed with dribble and without. So something to take note on. A 5'7" glass cleaner. There you go. That's good. That's good.
You're gonna jump.
I'm trying to be patient right now.
Foul. This camera is fun when it swings. Oh, you got the match
Oh,
up there. Oh, you should
cat.
have taken the match up. Oh,
Good
extra
swing.
pass.
Good
Oh,
extra
boy.
to the corner.
Hey,
Here
we
he
hit a
comes.
shot, Scott OG.
Here he comes.
No.
Tables have turned.
There's Shake. Yes, Shake. That is true.
I gotta say,
Good D,
I'm liking this more and more as we're playing this.
Yeah, it takes a bit to get used to. That's for sure. I mean, there was nothing, but that's kind of when you're going through different camera angles. That's what you want to hit. So it's
Yeah.
not. Oh, hey, let's just create another edition
That's
off
right,
of
right.
broadcast or something else. We'll continue to iterate and mess around with it, but the idea is what's
Scott, I mean, you're so focused on gameplay. What are you most looking forward to from a feature mode perspective?
The Pro-Am.
Yeah.
The Pro-Am, man. The Pro-Am is just the way it took off last year, and now, like you and I talked about, how we mentioned the archetypes and everything. That's just, there's a whole different strategy.
Yeah.
Like when we go on, on Friday, and guys really start getting after it, it's like, oh man, you created a playmaker. Like I have guys hitting me up all the time, DMing me of like, you're a sharpshooter, right? You know, there's a legit conversation. And I didn't even mention to all the off-ball post tools that we gave you this year. There's over 500 anims just in that system alone. So the battle within the battle is huge. You can deep seal, you can spin. There's a whole push and pull mechanic. Defensively, if you use the right stick, now you can chuck and pull their hips, which has a foul, bigger foul chance and stuff like that. So there's all these different tools that you didn't have last year.
And one thing we haven't even talked about with Pro-Am, and I'm going to kind of drop a little bit of exclusive news here, you can actually get scouted on Pro-Am, and players can look for each other in it. So it's going to be very fun, this Friday when the game drops and players are kind of starting to create their My Players and looking at what kind of positions are available and people to find to play with, start building those teams. So there's a whole element of that, too, that's going to be really cool this year.
It's going to really start separating, these guys who like to dribble a lot or like to be playmakers and not less shooters and distributors as opposed to guys that can just straight knock it down.
One, come on, get in there. All right.
I'm glad you brought up Pro-Am as well, Chris, because a lot of people have been asking about when we're going to talk about it from a announced strategy. And the Pro-Am news is going to come probably after launch, and the reason for that is we have a lot of focus. You guys have mentioned the esports road to the finals. We have some big news coming on that. Obviously, people already know that we're talking about another big cash prize, a road to All-Star, and some other things. So we'll have more on that as it comes. But one thing that we can say that came out of the community events was that the whole you'll be able to go from park to Pro-Am. You'll be able to acquire sponsors. There's a lot of really cool things going on with that mode. And here I go and I'm talking and I'm struggling. So I'm gonna stop doing that.
You're doing just fine.
Then the other thing that we haven't talked about, every other mode we've talked about today. Obviously we talked about My Team. If you have not seen that blog, you are missing out. It is awesome.
Yes.
So I would definitely check out the My Team blog if you haven't. But the one mode that we haven't talked about yet is, of course, My Park. We have something very cool coming there.
Yes.
We're just not 100% sure it's going to be ready for a trailer by launch. We're hopeful, but it's not quite ready. So we're not sure. It takes time with the approvals and stuff like that. So we're hopeful, but it might be early next week. So those are the two things that we haven't discussed yet, but there's a lot of good stuff in a lot of modes, and there's a lot of good stuff in those two modes. We just haven't been able to get those trailers out yet. But we do still have 2 more trailers. I mentioned one a little bit earlier, by the way. Chris, you see my tweet?
Oh, there's our new tip-ins.
Yeah, I was going to try to tip it in there.
Nice.
Normally I probably wouldn't have tried to tip that in, but I wanted to show that off. So yeah, you hold square down.
You may need a TO here, Chris.
Huh?
You may need a TO. Let's get a TO.
I'm gonna go one more possession.
All right. That may be one possession too late, Chris.
We're gonna.
All right.
Oh, look
Swing
at that!
to the
Wide
other
open.
side of the floor.
That
Oh,
was
you
a
proved
nice
me wrong. There you go.
Scott,
Good feel,
I got
Chris.
my
Good feel, Chris.
winners win tips from
There
the
you
broadcast last year. I got them in my head.
Now you need to
But
press.
you're right, though.
Now you need to press right on that D-pad.
Yep, and that is not a good look. Let's go. We're here. This is a really cool camera. It gets really close to the action, pretty easy.
Yeah,
to
we're pretty
control
happy
clips.
with some of the community guys. Some guys are gonna love it, other guys are gonna hate
Right.
it. There's just different.
Totally.
I'm still a old style, broadcast
Yeah,
guy.
me too.
Yeah,
But
we're gonna switch. to that
guys look at me crazy if I don't play 2K. You know what I'm saying? But like in the
gross.
Pro-Am or in the park,
Be
I
on
play
skates,
2K.
Chris.
Yep. I'm still the funny thing. You saw that air ball there. If you look at where I aimed it, you still have to get used to the right stick, shot, aiming it. You just pull it away or pull it. I pulled it down there. It's something that's going to definitely take some getting used to.
Definitely, and it should.
Yeah, but once you get used to it, though, it's pretty nice in terms of like what you're able to.
Yeah, we really want to separate, and have that guy.
Yeah, right.
Somebody like last year in the tournament, you could say,
Man.
hey,
Block on me. Yep.
Bud 2407. He's that
run
guy.
the floor.
Take a timeout.
Oh, you gotta let that play. You gotta let that replay play.
All right, we're
It's an
gonna
alley.
switch camera angles so I can get back in this game. We can go to good old broadcast.
Yeah, good old broadcast. How do you guys feel about the new sounds? It makes the game feel
Oh my
completely
God.
different, doesn't
Love
it?
it.
Yeah.
And the custom ones per arena. I mean,
That's-
it's more like
that-
Staples than ever before.
Scott, some of these adjustments that you can make during timeouts, what are the fans looking at right here?
Man, you can look at everything. You can you're switching defenders if you hit square here. Here's
radial.
here's a whole new radial design. You can change your tempo. Once you get into game, you can hit right on the D-pad, and now you have these what we call ace packages. So now I don't have to go to start, mess with 34 defensive settings. You know, I can go in and just say, hey, LeBron, I want boxes and elbows. Basically means that the defense is going to shrink the floor, or I don't want no threes. There's this whole entire package system
You can see it right here.
with a bunch of them, all on the fly, which is pretty good. Because the offense, man, Big Czar and that crew, man, they're really just killing it. You can see guys more contextually cutting. You're going to see a lot on the offensive end this year with the AI, appropriately
What is
reacting
going
to
on?
slips.
That was my popping it up.
Oh, cut him
Oh, I
off,
gotta
hands
go-
up.
yeah. I gotta slow down.
Oh, Ronnie doesn't know the clock.
Oh no!
Oh, with a new move to end the half.
Oh my God!
Oh, look at DA.
So you're gonna see some of the presentation
DA
stuff
and
as
Zach LaVine
my
looking
Lakers
good.
are just getting smashed right now online, but that's okay. I'd rather talk about some of the highlights that people can expect. So what's the word on the streets in the chat?
Man, the chat is pretty live. It's almost too live for me to
Would
keep
you
up.
say? Would you say, Scott, that the chat is lit?
Is that what the kids are saying these
That's
days?
what the
Trying to
kids
follow
are
in
saying.
his
Ronnie
phone.
2K says he says. Yes.
Is it 7 fire emojis?
So
With a couple hand claps. And
Yeah.
we're gonna cut back to the game here, but check this out. Some of this presentation stuff that you're gonna see during halftime shows on head to head. So a lot of really cool things returning,
Look
but
at
then
that,
some
dog.
really nice new stat overlays.
Yes, those
Some
are
really
big.
nice information.
Stat overlays. You're talking a whole new Shaq, Ernie, and Kenny. All new lines from them, man, which they're outstanding every year.
One more thing I should say about the park is that on Friday we are doing another broadcast with Microsoft, and we will be playing the park. So should be pretty fun.
What
to
day
get-
is that?
To get there out there on the streets. Friday launch day.
Okay.
Not good for my Lakers at all. Ricky Rubio, I've let Rubio
I'm
drop
shooting
9
52%.
points on me while
That's
I've been talking.
probably not
Yeah,
going
and you
to.
shooting 27% is
That's
probably not going to win you anything.
There's going to be a definite coming back to the mean for both of us.
Let's hope.
Let's hope for your
Let's
sake.
hope. Or it's not so lit, Ronnie 2K.
Here we are, 3 days away. Can you guys believe it? I mean,
It is pretty
Just
crazy.
feels like-
Oh, look at one of the best things
The
this
question
year.
is, can you talk about the post game?
lit.
Yeah, there's been a tons of new stuff with the
Yes.
post game, so you'll
But
enjoy
Scott,
that.
look at what is on the
Oh.
screen.
Man, every time this came on throughout throughout us, this cycle.
this
Oh
guy
yeah,
get
it ain't
hyped.
over yet.
Oh, dude,
This is
I
just-
never stopped
This
watching
is amazing.
it. Never button through. The dude's jumping
never.
out. Oh, here we go.
This is
Oh,
what
they're rounding up
this
again.
is what taking presentation to the next level is about,
Yeah,
right?
this is just ridiculous.
Listen,
what
the Lakers
presentation team's
may
doing.
not be getting many W's these days, but we hire good halftime
man.
shows. as
No,
can
just so
see.
you guys
See
know,
this?
the people on this couch are the ones that mocap this.
That is not true, Ronnie
Without the
2K,
tramp.
but- right.
That's trampoline.
Well, I remember in the friction trailer there was
Yeah,
a shot of
everybody
this,
thought it
and
was
somebody was
you.
like, "Why are they jumping so high?" It was like,
Because they didn't see him take
They didn't
off.
see him take off from the trampoline. But again, just those little small things this year, as with every year. Props to the development. team for-
Anybody mention the blimp, by the way? It's just blimps. It's all good. It's
Yeah,
cool.
like the blimp just not getting enough love.
The blimp is not getting enough
There we
love.
go. So there's a whole new, man, the way that this, oh, nice.
And,
You see a lot more of those, too, in this
Yeah,
year
rip that.
in the lane. What I like to call the dump cheese.
except when
there
you're
it
on
is.
Oh, I was trying to tip it up to KG.
That new wheel, just tapping L1 or LB, has a whole new contextual.
Why is he open?
Oh, I don't know. Was that user?
65 million, baby.
Like Carl was kind of caught between. I
Could
blame
be.
Carl. I blame
Could be.
Carl for
Could
that.
blame Carl. There's a lot going on. His awareness rating's got to be pretty high. So there's so much. Our game is so big.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
Yeah.
so much that's going in here. Looking at awareness, what he can't see, can he see? Oh, there's a good help right there on. Dang, straight up. Oh,
I was
nothing.
trying to get into Carl again.
So, when we're trying to debug this stuff, there's a lot that's going on, which is really cool.
You know, switching cameras in the middle of a game is so trippy. I'm having a hard time with that.
Oh.
I'm having a hard time
Slowly
with these camera
but
switches.
surely, this is what I have to do, climb back. I'm never
Get it
going to
under
make things
10.
easy for myself. So you can
Work
see
from there.
KG's a little upset with that call, even
No,
though
he
that
was
was a
off his
great,
feet.
that was a great.
great
And
call.
some of the other stuff that Mike talked about, there's a new limb collision system in the game. So you're going to see times where, a guy brushes up against, your arm or your leg right there, and you couldn't really see in that replay, but you'll see you'll see it move with contextually to what's
It
happening.
looks really good. Looks
Yeah.
really good, especially down here when you're off the ball. You see it a lot.
I cannot hit free throws. That's a big problem I'm losing right now.
I think we had one question in here.
I was there. Come on.
Give and go.
Timeout. Can't get stops. Minnesota's insane this year, though. I think they're
Minnesota's
gonna.
gonna be
I think they're gonna finish like top 5
They'll
in
be
the game in terms of the ratings.
Yeah,
like,
I think they'll be one of the higher play now online teams as well.
Yeah,
So-
they're deceivingly athletic, deceivingly good.
Yep. I love the results
think,
and everything that we were seeing a lot from that mode
Do
as
you
well.
think they're going to make the playoffs, Scott?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
You think they're going to be in the top 6?
I don't think they get that high. I think they fall just past that.
Okay.
But that's where I have them.
I had them at 5. I'm
Yeah.
really. They might be a year away from that, but I don't think so. I think that enough teams have taken a step back in the West that
Yeah.
I think that they could get to
I think the
5.
big thing is too is like even though they lost Kevin Durant, what's going to happen with OKC? Because people forget that when Durant went down, they were one game
That
a
was
couple years ago.
lollygagging.
When Durant went down, they were one game out from the 8 spot, and
Yeah.
they still didn't make the
Right.
playoffs. And
Yeah.
Westbrook had these numbers, but his turnover numbers were also extremely high. And a lot of people have him winning the MVP this year.
Yeah.
I think that's tough to win the MVP when you're 8th or so in the West.
Nothing's going your way, Chris.
It's all right. Happens.
Whoa!
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 Haven't seen that one. Haven't seen it.
Wow!
When it rains, it pours,
That's
Chris.
that's just the way
what
the
I'm
game's
facing
going
right
for
now.
me.
Yeah.
That is just the way.
Yeah,
the
Chris, you
game
may
is
want to
going
see.
for me.
There's a whole new quick play and dynamic quick play system, Chris. So when you get in, you may want to L1, try to call something
Poster!
for D'Angelo, try to post up.
Yeah,
Post up him on Rubio.
Ronnie's throwing a lot of doubles at me, so I'm
Yeah.
trying to show the post, but
They're
Ronnie's
just so
scheming.
fast, dude.
well, yeah, I know
The
they're
Wolves
so
are
fast.
like so fast.
It's all right. We go down with the sinking
For
ship.
you other hoop,
That's right.
for you other hoop gurus out there.
give Chris some serious respect here. He's going down. He's going down
Oh,
fighting with
spin.
this.
I can't
Same.
get anything to drop.
For
today.
you other hoop
But-
gurus out there, we have the SIG
Yes.
hedgers, so you'll see different guys like
Oh,
Draymond
what?
Green.
Is that the
guard to guard,
chairman?
more guard to guard switches, etc. Oh my goodness.
You gotta put the chairman in. That's your.
Thing as well, I like how I'm giving tips on gameplay as I'm getting smashed here, but you double tap square to do a Euro step. If you hold RT or right trigger, you can double tap square to do a spin move. So that's how you control that a
Yep.
little bit for guys. It's a little bit different than last year, but it's nice.
Our guys are,
So I'm
our,
going to try
our
to.
fans are great. They are always adjusting. Oh, I think
was a
you
nice
had.
spin.
Did you have Ingram on the kick
I
out
did.
there?
I was trying to do a Euro there. but I
Okay.
decided to go with
Showing
the
for the
spin.
people.
Yep, yep.
Nope, don't play that. I don't know.
I was gonna try.
When you hit everything, you hit everything, I guess.
That's a good. She was wide open.
Nah, I mean, it's all good. I can't hit anything.
And you gotta. I would leave that too. You may want to mess around with those settings, Chris. Those quick options on the D-pad. Shrink the floor. Oh, yee.
Wide open.
Oh,
Yejin Mon.
yeah. Are you shooting with the button or the stick?
I'm shooting with a stick.
Okay.
Yep.
In the crowd system.
Comes
Added
with
all new changes to pick and roll defense. So all new concepts
this
of I'm
is
back.
definitely a slaughter. Ronnie, I'm going to give you some props here. Ronnie decided to quit work to play all day to.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's exactly what I'm doing.
We gotta get.
Just a backhanded compliment.
Seriously.
Nah, we'll run one.
I like it.
What is-
We're
what
not
is
done yet.
footwork?
There's still a lot of game left,
This is over.
Chris. Winners win. You gotta.
Yeah, winners. You gotta have a
I'm
mentality.
not feeling too well. Not feeling too good right now, but we'll make some adjustments. We'll see what we can do.
There you go. Got to run. See, he's already back. See, he's already waiting. So
There he
there's
is.
the tip. Yeah.
No, I'm running.
Ronnie's
Last
getting
year
a lot of
it
steals
took
too.
guys to get slower.
Yeah. He's
That's a
getting
good lob.
he's tipping
Good
every
feeling.
ball. I can't get a
Minnesota's
Get a
just
play right
crazy
now.
athletic right now.
Yeah, they're really good. in
Unless
their
you get
games, so-
Ingram going, which you have Wiggins, it's
No call.
here they go. Someone's gonna stop the ball. That's you. Go with the charge. Oh,
I was getting a little showboaty. Whoa,
oh,
look at that.
flashy to the fadeaway. And going window seal. All right, all right.
Chris
that
pulling out
works.
the flashy.
I have to try.
That is awesome.
Got to keep running, man.
Oh, he's just too small down there. Lou Williams
I know,
guarding
I
him.
was like, I saw Lou down there.
Yeah, we're gonna get our starters back in.
Uncle Lou.
Uh-oh,
Whoa.
that's not gonna happen this year.
Whoa.
Yep.
Yep. I was adjusting something on the menu. This is not a good showing from your boy right now.
Who won the game last year?
Chris did.
And then what about the year before?
I think Ronnie won 15.
Yeah, I won 15.
Oh, there's D'Angelo playing one of our Chris
It's
Dunn
all-
playing one
I
of our
win
new
odd years, you
lockdowns.
win even years. That's,
If
I
you
think
hold
how it's been.
the right stick off ball
Yes.
towards the defender, you can walk him down now. So guys had problems last year getting to a particular spot that they wanted to.
Yes.
Guys can walk down, back cut, walk him
let's-
down,
Yeah, so let's show that
cut out.
right now
There's a bunch of that stuff that's going on. Oh,
as the computer gets roasted by Ronnie's pick and roll.
some guys wanted,
Former
they
Laker.
requested the help defense slider. We have that now.
Yes.
So that's back in.
That's
so guys
cool.
can go in if they
That's
want
gonna be
to.
super helpful.
To help, overhelp, or they say, oh, you guys are helping too early, overhelp. Some of those cases were true, some of them were not. But the choice is yours,
What
all yours.
Yeah.
the? I didn't really box out there. That just kind of fell into his lap. And that guy has some serious size.
Chris, I would just make him shoot threes. Just shrink the floor and see what happens.
I'm definitely
There
trying.
you go. I don't know, that's pretty open. There you go.
It's not
I thought I
good
had a pretty
right now
good
for the
look there.
Lakers.
Yeah, that might have been a little too open.
Boss hits those. Hold for last shot.
Hold for last
I don't know
shot.
why I'm coaching you.
Oh, can't roll.
I cannot get anything to drop, but nice new post moves in the post. You
Yeah,
can now
Ian
do
back here.
you can now do
I want to get
shimmy-
my revenge.
You can
from
now do
that
shimmy
1
hooks,
point
which
loss.
is really nice. There's a lot of new drop steps that are really, really nice. I think people that are really
Chris,
advanced in the post.
At
Yes,
least you have all those banners.
that's true.
There you're talking 16 of
That's
them,
true.
Ronnie.
That's
At
true.
least
How
have
dare
all
you
those
disgrace the
numbers, all
purple
those
and
That's all right.
banners.
Listen, hey, listen. 2K27 comes out. It's gonna be lit with LA. Let me tell you. It's all right. I go down with the ship, baby. That's how we roll around here.
That is respect.
Ronnie has a golden ticket to not only the city of San Francisco, but to the bandwagon of the Golden State Warriors.
It's called the Golden Key, actually.
I see our
No,
boy,
it's the
much
golden
love
ticket.
to him, who was in here. Good old Red City boy,
Yes.
man.
Riddles.
Little
Yeah.
killer.
Red City boy.
Yeah, so he was in them streets. There's another example of a lot more tip-ins this year.
Stop all.
A lot of you guys that want to control your own stuff, like I mentioned earlier, man, you're really going to be able to do that. That was big, is taking everything that we could do in Ace last year and now giving it to you as options as best we could. Architect your own D. Uh-oh, Dublin, that's a lot.
Oh,
you got
I
risky.
know. I was waiting for the
That was
Levine
three
cut
people
and it
there.
came, but I couldn't fit that pass in. Larry
Yeah,
Nance.
go right on the
that's your
D-pad.
boy.
Chris?
Yep.
There you go. So here's all your new focus options, and you can tab through these. So there's
Right.
no threes.
I really was tempted.
Unlike our old POE system, these
Yes.
are really extreme changes.
Yeah, I'm
so
glad
you
you- I'm
see
glad you
them
brought that up.
immediately, like, hey, it's the end of the game. I don't want a three. They'll just switch everything. They'll pressure up
really
high, just as what
sloppy
a
with the
coach
ball.
would do.
I got to get some boards. That's really where I'm losing this game. I feel like I'm not getting any rebounds. And again, that's just a testament to how good Minnesota is, as Ronnie's throwing up tip-ins.
I mean, I threw that up against, who was that?
I mean, no one's there, though.
No, but it was
listen,
against
here's the thing.
Carl versus Clarkson. I'm going to throw that up every time. I have to. It was actually Lou. That's even worse.
That was a good drive. And some of you guys will notice, man, again, Big Czar and his
Yes.
crew, a lot of great spacing that you're seeing out there that are really adjusting. You want to take advantage of a lot of off-ball stuff, even with the CPU, for you guys playing Play Now online, with the ability that the CPU's logic of, cutting on overplays and slipping. I can't wait till people play against the Warriors this year.
Yeah.
For guys that are big My League fans.
They're tough, man.
I mean, they're just tough.
really,
And
really
we
tough.
talked to, and all the teams that, I spoke to this year, I mean, we have a lot of adjustments that you'll see that aren't, people don't even know yet, that we've talked to about how they think they're going to try, or other teams are going to try to play them. It's really hard, obviously. But, again, I know our boy Ian was in here, but, they lost a lot of that bench.
Yeah,
A lot
it's
of that
gonna be
core, they
interesting.
lost
That's-
a lot of that size. I know
I
they filled it
mean-
with David West and such, but
We were talking
Boy.
about how, a lot of it, that's not who I was trying to pass to. A lot of it is like continuity, Like those guys have been on that team for a while. They grew internally, and then, you swap in KD for a lot of parts that were important to that core, important to that rotation. That's going to be tough.
yeah.
Nice shot of
Hopefully they have enough leadership and to kind of navigate through the early part of the season that way, and
Yep.
I think they'll be fine.
Yep. As you can see here, you'll see, you guys haven't seen him yet, but Smart Coach that people had heard about and read about. Your assistant coach, that guy is on the sideline with his own animations, and you can see he's charting everything on the floor. So when he talks to you and he comes in the huddle, he'll talk about, how bad our transition defense is, talk about specific players. Like, we need to go over the top of screens on Kevin Durant. So if you're a casual fan that's just picking up the game or trying to get better, I suggest that you're paying attention to him. Oh, Chris, you know the rule, winning tips. You never foul, jump shooter.
Ronnie paid off these virtual refs pretty good, man.
That
What are you doing? How much
45% just
VC
turned
are you
into
throwing at these
85%.
virtual refs right now, man?
Or maybe he doesn't shoot that high from the line. Oh, green,
He does tonight.
as our boy Stauffer would say, green.
Yes, you will not miss a green shot this year.
Yeah, no green misses. Good D. Oh, I don't know if I like this one, Chris. Get out of
Oh, take it.
Trying.
Come on, Carl, pick that. Oh, nice.
there. So you can see we helped from the corner there, but that's because Julius Randle's in the corner. So now, if that's a different
put you on
shooter, they're
post
not gonna. They're gonna try their best, obviously, not do that with particular. Whoa, KG.
KG looking like 20 years ago.
Yeah,
Oh, look at him
Little-
just melt to
little
the crowd.
southpaw.
Oh, you're
Oh,
not. You're not
give
doing
me.
that.
There's a lot of turnovers in this game, guys.
He's
I'm
gonna
trying
give
to put on highlight plays
I'm gonna give
here.
Ronnie a lot of credit. He's getting a lot of good.
What
Oh,
the?
steal. They're off.
Oh, look at the
Oh,
hustle.
I cannot get a loose ball right now.
Tibbs.
Let's slow this down.
Enjoy this victory. It's the only way you're gonna get this year.
I don't know about that.
That's the only way you're gonna get this year.
I mean, if you keep throwing me the basketball.
Yeah, I know. It's all right. I'll play off ball too. Here we go. The Wolves are very athletic and very fast. That's the thing about them.
Oh, he's going to get there, but he's not there soon enough.
Time out. Ronnie's playing the game of his life. So what other notes can we talk about gameplay?
Gosh, where do we start?
Probably not a lot to go off from the Lakers play tonight. So Scott, tell me when the Lakers are.
I mean,
not
a lot of
playing
it,
tonight.
man. I highly suggest you guys go read Mike's blog
Yes.
for the mechanics part of it.
That's on Facebook.com/NBA2K. Check out the notes. You can also read it on our friends over at Operation Sports.
Absolutely. Our friends definitely over there at OS. I can talk to you more about what we didn't talk about yet as far as the AI stuff for those interested. There's a tons of new schemes that are in. So
Yeah.
again, we talked to roughly, I believe, 25 or 27 to be exact, teams around the league. And then we also talked to them about those teams that maybe we didn't get to.
Right.
So everything is in there from how they play pick and roll on specific tops of the floor. Those are all in there. There's new freelance offenses. So we have 30 total now. Not 30 new, 30 total. New ones like the dribble drive motion, Doug Moe, new freelances for the Cavs and Warriors. So if you're huge fans of that, you'll see that. We already talked about the transition offensive defense. A lot of guys that noticed in the forum.
Good roll.
Oh,
Look
and
at that.
cleared
No
out a side.
defense.
Yeah,
Nice
with
roll.
Levine
I
over
saw
there.
that coming.
Yep. Formation recognition was a big one for some of our hardcore guys. Horns really killed us. That was that 1-2-2 look with 2 shooters in the corner. Oh, good cross. Oh, floater alert. No.
Nope.
Okay.
I mean, they're so quick that I have a double every single play. It's crazy.
Yeah, I know.
A big thing for us with our squad this year is
Where else
difficulty
should I go?
matters. We have a lot of guys that I like to call selling tickets. You know, I'm scoring 45 a game, OG, Chris. I'm killing them out here in them streets, and then they're on pro. You know, like they're playing rookie.
Right.
Rookie default. that's the mode that they're on. But this year you're not gonna get the full bag of tricks of goodies unless you're playing on Superstar Hall of Fame. So we have a lot of guys out there that killed last year, that did really well in Ace. But overall, scores are down over 10 points as a whole on the Hall of Fame level from my career players. So we were pretty, you know, and we didn't cheat anybody. We just did exactly what NBA teams do, how they try to adjust to the best of our ability, and that made quite the difference. This year, some of you my career players will want to think about this on your free agent decisions. You're getting boosts or I should say awareness boosts and stuff like that for the better defensive coach that you play for. So playing for that coach now matters. So
Nice dunk.
and I could just tell on the facial expression of Manning right now that is just not good.
It's all right. It happens.
I mean,
And there's other
he's
things
gonna
that we'll dive
he's gonna
into
figure
later.
out a way
Oh,
to score with this team. He's going to figure it out.
yeah.
It's all good. Listen, here's the thing. Yes, Ronnie's playing a great game.
Oh,
but
oh.
the one thing, you know, again, I want to reiterate is
Yeah.
like showing off a lot of this stuff, right,
Yeah.
for the first time.
Definitely, dude.
You know me. When I get really quiet, that's when I get.
Yeah. Chris, one thing that I can't believe I hadn't mentioned yet
Yes.
that we were really excited about is in the Pro-Am, you're finally able to, and you can do this in the regular game too,
Yes.
is switch on the fly.
Yes.
How many times did it drive us crazy? Even us as developers
Yeah.
is like, all right, man, you got to get off him. You can't guard him. I got him.
Yep.
Well, now the point guard can decide that for you. You're essentially your floor general. You just tell him, hey, let's switch this matchup, and he can do that now on the fly.
And that's the point guard doing that.
That is the point guard doing that. Yes, that was the most feasible way right now
Right.
for us to get it in. Because then, say if we have all 5 doing it, and we
Right,
gave
it's
you that
so-
ability,
Right.
you know, you want to switch, then he wants to switch, and then everybody's, you know,
Well, also-
essentially getting mad at each other. So
I was trying to
look at the
dunk
fans;
there.
they're gone.
This is
Oh,
the
Staples!
fans have
Staples is just.
almost banking it.
I don't think the
If I
pro.
make
I think I got
I
out
don't think
rebounded
the Pro-Am
by
final was this.
20. No, this was bad. This was bad. We
Yeah.
should run one back right now, though. We should do 2.
Yeah.
I'm ready to do 2. You got more stuff to talk about?
Yeah,
let's
we
do,
got,
let's
man,
do
we
another
got
one.
a lot of stuff. Again, we had
fans
like go
vote
for
on
like
which
20
te-
pages.
Which team do you want to see?
different notes,
I'll
man.
play the fan vote this time.
Yeah, who do we want to see? And
That
what-
was a
Do we need
spanking.
to change
Right,
the
okay, good game.
camera?
Good
Good
game, my friend.
Good game. Let's run one back.
I was going to let Ian take our spot, one of our spots. But
to our
he's
boy
okay.
Mono JR, okay, God, this is flying.
Yeah,
Talking about break starter, all those
Yes.
have definitely been touched.
definitely.
As you can see in this game. So
Good game.
we're
Game
excited
one
to
goes
get
to
your
Ronnie.
guys'
Yes,
feedback.
sir.
Game 1 goes to
Look
Ronnie.
at that Team 2K right there.
He's
That's
pointing
what
at
it's
Team
about.
2K. That's right.
Go Dodgers.
By the way,
what is this?
Carl Anthony
Take
Towns
that-
in this
take that
game. Carl Anthony Towns, the highest rated second-year player ever
of all time.
in
Ooh,
NBA 2K
stat of
history.
the-
Did you know
stat-
that?
stat of
How
the day.
about
Didn't know
that
that.
stat? I did know that. That's why, I don't mind losing to the second highest rated rookie.
Yeah, dude,
Ever.
I was
he's a
huge.
monster in this game. I mean, the thing is,
Oh man, then they show that one, and he went southpaw.
that
That's
was
not,
memorable.
dude. I think maybe about
Wow.
1,000 times
Yeah.
I've seen that. That's probably the only one I've seen. I honestly can say that to you. Wow.
That was awesome.
Okay.
okay.
I didn't even when he came down, I didn't even get to see him. But it's funny because the only thing I would tell him is
Yeah, you
while
were-
other guys that he may have met were in that Okafor bandwagon,
Yeah.
that
that's
I
right.
actually did my research, and people don't know that he has his high school 3-point record.
Ronnie, you get home this
People
time.
didn't realize that. But when
Who
you
should
went
I
and
be?
played for Coach Cal, if you want to go to the NBA, you better get your behind down there on the block and put in some work.
Who should I be?
Yeah,
who's my
who
second
do people want me to
highest
run
voted?
at? I'm going to run as what
Yeah,
the
I
people
guess I
want.
should look at my Twitter.
Yeah.
Who was the second highest voted?
I'm seeing Cavs a lot. I'm seeing Bulls and Knicks.
I ran a poll for this
Knicks
exact
again.
reason. Let's have a look.
I'm going to get a lot of Knicks.
Philly, gosh, Ben Simmons is the problem in our game. He's really good.
Yeah,
Can't
Philly's
shoot,
Philly's
but-
nice this
Yeah,
year.
he doesn't want to
This
shoot.
phone does
A
not
lot.
have
You know what I
any
like about the
service.
game this year, though? A lot of teams are really fun to run as.
Red Sea
know.
Boy, I'm thinking it's Superstar. Don't quote me on that, though.
Yeah,
What was my
let's
number
jack
two?
it up to Hall of Fame so they can see.
It was Hall of Fame.
No, it was not Superstar.
Oh, was it?
We
Superstar.
you cranked it
defaulted
down.
we defaulted everything
Me
before the
and,
broadcast.
me and
Yeah.
Ian were playing
Let's do some Hall of Fame
Hall of
action.
Fame. Let's see. What was the second most voted on?
Clippers,
T-Wolves
maybe?
was one.
Seen
Raptors
OKC.
was two. It was Raptors and Pacers. All right. You guys pick. I'll be Raptors or Pacers. Just tell me which one
I'll-
in the chat.
I'll do Pacers, yeah.
Oh, you want to do it that way?
I'll
Okay, I'll be Raptors.
Is that cool? Those
Sure.
are requested,
I haven't
right?
played.
That
Somebody said you may need to play with the Dream Team to have a chance.
I might need to play the
Chris,
Dream
don't
Team.
let that. Don't let him
that's
do
fine,
that
that's
to you.
fine, that's
Don't let
fine.
him say that.
Hey, you got a
Don't
cover
let
star.
We're good, man.
PG.
You don't panic out here. You know
There you
what I mean?
go.
You gotta.
I mean
just-
that game
composure.
got away from you early, and it just never came. I mean, sometimes. you just
Listen,
have those
props
games.
to Laker Nation if you're out there getting W's and
Seriously.
playing now online, man, because it's not easy.
Dude, I think we may need to
tough.
go like
It's-
Lakers challenge.
Yeah.
Remember when I went
There might be.
76ers challenge?
It's
That
not.
was
Listen,
pretty
you
hot in
just
the
have to
streets.
you have to control it, and you have to make sure that you're getting in there and doing what you need to do early on. Like Ronnie said, got away from me. But
Yeah, I may
at the-
go.
at the
I may go Lakers challenge. you know,
At the
this
same
year
time,
just
though,
'cause-
at the same time, like what I like is, play now online. There's been some things that have been adjusted to play with some of the, lower ranked teams and the top tiered teams. That'll be really nice this year based on fan feedback. So
yeah, but I'm.
And I like the
remember when
Pacers
we first
starting
came out with
five.
Play Now Online, guys were like, everybody's getting to the top.
Yeah,
everybody's
right.
going to be the GOAT.
Yeah.
We had less, I believe, than if you can. I think you could see it on the console. Less than 3,000 players
yeah.
that got in there.
Oh, nice. We're gonna see some court projections, by the way. You guys saw this in the NBA 2K17 Prelude, but we also have it for all the NBA teams.
Can I break some news?
Let's break some news while we're watching this amazing. This is like sick, by the way.
Yeah, dude.
Let me
Shout out
break
to the
some news.
presentation team, man. Just doing it outside.
Speaking of the
Momentous
presentation team,
crew.
speaking of the presentation team in Momentous,
Yes.
the Momentous trailer drops tomorrow.
Woo! It's more fire than Ronnie's butt kicking on me last game,
You know,
fellas.
it might be.
It's the best one he's ever done.
Oh wow! You went
It's the
right
best-
there, huh?
It's the best one he's ever done.
I-
I'm
I-
gonna
you
go
know,
there.
I can't disagree with
It
you.
is really good. Have you
It
seen
is.
it?
I saw half of it. I
Yeah.
walked in halfway through it. What the kids like to call lit.
Yes.
It will hit.
Kids.
Oh, the kids don't.
The
It's Ryan
kids.
2K.
It was lit.
The kids-
and,
the kids like to
it
say
will
lit.
hit.
You know,
and it's
I
a
just-
lot of fire emojis. I don't know
sometimes-
how many fire emojis am I going to use in my tweet tomorrow. What do you think?
How about every single
What's the
space? How about
over-under?
every single character
Ronnie,
space?
stop trolling.
How about every single character space?
You got it. It'll be done.
right.
Wow.
So
Man, it's
some-
crazy.
some-
I get sad, man. It's like the older I get, it's like I remember getting in trouble running laps, for the 2K franchise, in high school. Like, speaking,
Yeah, but
specifically the
every
NFL
year,
2K.
every year we've dropped a Momentous trailer.
Yeah.
I think since I've been here,
like-
maybe not the first
Can
year.
you imagine being in for
And-
some of our fans who are in middle school or in high school
Yeah.
right now, and they're getting this type of experience?
Yeah, I
Like,
know.
it's just, my goodness. This commentary is pretty
Commentary is-
insane, too. Steve Smith, the new one, Doris Burke absolutely
Yes.
kills it in the booth.
And the fact that the team traveled to all of these
Oh, my goodness.
arenas and recorded 11 comedy. I mean, how many lines do you have to
Yeah.
have for that kind of experience?
It's funny, when Doris was here, she is literally, ooh, you had
Why
him.
is
Oh,
he
look.
so open?
Yeah, that's your boy, Jared Solinger. She's literally the walking basketball encyclopedia.
Yeah.
She's-
super smart. Oh, you
Got
got
him.
me-
She
you
went
got
to
me
school
on
at
my feet.
Providence with Billy Donovan, so she could play. I think she left there as her
hold on.
all-time
We're
assist
gonna
leader too.
switch. Sorry, Ronnie. Didn't mean to pause it on you. Settings. Any new stuff in here, real quick, while we're in this menu, Scott, that we can talk about? Any-
Not off the top of my head. I'm sure there's
any
a bunch
coach
of stuff
settings?
in there. Coach settings, you can you choose whether. Let's
Yeah.
go back to that coach setting one where we were
Yeah.
talking about Ace. Right there, there's your setting. If you just want to say, I'm going to do whatever I want to do,
Yeah.
go ahead and turn
Turn
that
it
thing
all
off.
Yeah.
But if you want to do what the team is going to do and how they're going to adjust, then just leave it on.
Cool.
It's all up to you.
You kind of caught me off guard with that applause.
Sorry, Ronnie. I'm trying to cheat here.
Little spread pick and roll. Oh, good help.
Oh, nice pick. Oh. I got it. The one.
What?
Oh, we're just trying to.
What?
Oh, no. Oh.
Oh my goodness, that was out. The thing I really like this
Oh.
year. The thing I
Little
really-
Thortile.
The thing I really like this year too, Scott, talk about some of the speed differential. I know that was something that a lot of players gave feedback
That
on
had
last
some-
year. The
Yeah.
speed of the game, the speed of the players.
The speed of the players, again, that's why we were looking at really hard about the speed with ball, speed without the ball, just continuously trying to go back to game balance. Oh, getting it.
The calls already are starting. What is it with you tonight? Like, oh yeah, we're gonna change it to Hall of Fame.
Well, you gotta get the ball in the
yeah.
basket.
Yeah,
took my-
It's tough to
for
run
sure.
when you're getting
Oh,
the
we
ball
are
out
in
of the
Hall of
net.
Fame.
I took my Wheaties,
Yeah.
my 2K Wheaties.
Guys are requesting 2K Cam.
That's what we're on right
Guys,
now.
I thought you were on a different
we're
one.
No, we're on 2K Cam.
Sorry, I'm reading this. It's the dynamic duo.
No.
No, they're not gonna call foul, right?
Please fix ball speed for slashers. I like how a lot of these guys are in here. This is good. Yeah, man, we can't wait to hear your guys' feedback on all of these.
And by the way, the team, the gameplay team, as I'm sure Scott will allude to, they're going to be listening to feedback
I didn't
about
have
the
to
things
do
that we
a
need to
shot
address,
change.
right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
So, you know,
Yeah, what was
you
that?
guys find something. Some of you guys have already started talking to me about some of it.
He's going 1-on-4.
We're gonna definitely, you know, be passing that information on. And the gameplay devs are really great about listening and seeing what's out there and, you know, seeing what the fans are
Yeah, I
talking
mean, we
about.
can't react to everything, you know. So we want to, because a lot of complaints that we got, you know, come from frustration, you know. So,
right.
you know, some of that is warranted. You know, hey, something's not working as they, you know, as thought, or other. They're just not playing very good basketball, and this needs to change for them. You know, so just trying to balance that out.
So talking about some of that chucking, I was doing that on the pick and roll.
I'm on
Nice.
skates.
Yeah. Man, there were so many limits in the old system that we had, man, that we just gotten rid of. You know, whether it's when you could bump somebody, how you could bump somebody,
Right.
who you were bumping, was it the guy you were guarding? So that's I mean,
I think our fans are going to be excited with how, right?
yeah,
Because
like right
last
there,
year-
that is what we call a run with. So
Yeah.
guys, you know, back cutting them or do it. It's a big adjustment. It really
Little
was.
swipe up.
Even for, you know,
That
a
was
lot
a
of our
good
guys,
swipe up.
Yeah.
you know,
That was good
in-house, there's constantly, especially as a
on
my
the
career
floor.
post guy,
Yep.
last year you could essentially just move around, get the ball where you wanted. Guys weren't bumping you, getting you off of your spot.
But even right there, Ronnie had a good first step on me. So instead of trying to chase him, I'm going to cut him off at the point where he's trying to reach, right? So right there, he tried to do a little pull-up, got a little swipe up at the ball, which I really like this year too. Because guys like to get in that comfort zone of pump faking or doing a lot of up fakes or whatever it is. And
yeah.
nice shot. Ronnie has the shooting down tonight.
Ronnie's been telling people in the streets he's been in the lab.
I've been in the lab.
Chris, I think your biggest thing right now is you got to back up off
score.
that ball carrier. You're
He
really
needs to
aggressive.
Yeah, I
Make
am.
another pass or
Like
two.
that. Oh,
Oh, he was open.
straight up.
Oh, whoa, my God.
Bunny.
But here's
That I didn't help myself with the way I set that up, and with the stick. That was totally in my control. I could have finished that.
this double team is for real, man.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm getting doubled every possession against Ronnie TK right now.
I have 12 guys playing defense.
Yeah, there's a bunch of double team logic on the offensive end too for spacing to really make you pay for that.
I'm trying to force you to make that extra pass, but
No call.
There's a guy identifying ball. Next guy. Strength.
Muscling up.
Must be nice.
Be very interested to play with against some of these higher ranked dudes last year.
Oh, wow, who's open?
Got it.
Monte's
In the
trying.
park, in the pro-am, because just with the stamina
extra
effect, you know,
pass.
guys can't sit there and
Oh, no.
dribble around for 20 seconds.
I don't let you do that again.
Ronnie playing that base defense.
Yeah, he's playing good.
Making him earn it.
Ronnie's playing well this year.
Whoa.
Oh,
As soon as you
physics.
said that.
Physics.
I can't buy a bucket right now. It's bad.
I can't believe, guys. Like, I was just talking about the Momentous trailer. And the Momentous trailer always is kind of a moment for us because it's like near the end of the campaign.
Oh, got him on skates. Oh, and then he's throwing the dive. Nice pass. Somebody's asking talk about the size ups this year.
Yeah.
So it's basically almost like the motto is, you know, creating your own
Miles
sauce.
there. Yeah.
Last year I gave it the sauce, and Mike, you know, doing the size ups.
Yep.
We wanted to. It was his big thing. It was basically creating your own stuff. So last year, Jamal Crawford, if you wanted to go right when he went between the legs behind the back, now basically you just go to get that same move, go between the legs behind the back.
Yep.
So boom, boom, 2 flips.
If I wasn't
now.
getting double teamed, I would show off some of those signature dribbles.
Chris, you may need to go high screen roll. Oh, nice little step.
Your best possessions have come when you've slowed it down.
Thanks, Coach.
I'm just saying.
You can choose the way you want to post up. Just
Yeah.
flick away
Oh.
now, so you can turn your
T-Dot.
back different ways.
Where you at, T-Dot? He's in the game. Oh,
Steal.
I had that baseline. I think I have to wait one more second and bounce pass.
I like Indiana's squad this year.
Yeah. They got a good 5-man. I mean, they can compete with anybody in the league.
People are asking a lot about
the
about the defensive archetype, the lockdown defender.
Yes.
Man, that is if you're trying to clamp, that's the guy you want, just as the name says. Oh, that's I'll be very curious to see who does that. Because essentially you're looking at a Tony Allen type of player, a guy who's really in you, but offensively, I wouldn't call him a liability, but he's
Nice. Good
he's not making shots,
Yep.
as you could tell.
And I've seen a little bit of like criticism on that, saying like, oh, you can make an ultimate role player, but like honestly, you're going to be able to go earn those badges and earn, those bronze badges alongside the ones that are upgradable at that archetype spot. So you're going to be able to make your player better.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a bunch of
not
stuff
a good shot.
within live practice too that's going to be able to help you. New drills. You're not going to see guys walk into ball screens anymore. Guys are going to be getting hit going there
What?
too.
Oh,
Ooh, slow
that's
getting
easy.
over.
Where was my help?
Could be Terrence Ross. It could be his rating. It could be a lot of things.
The new stamina system as well. Stamina has been much increased. The short-term stamina that was discussed in Mike Swing's blog. Anything you want to add to that?
Oh
In terms
no!
of, like you're playing the
I
game.
couldn't believe how open I
Can't
was.
spam a lot of dribble moves. Can't.
Yeah. Well, that was a frustration of ours. But when you do it, and I say that, they're like, oh, why didn't you fix it last year?
Yeah, right.
There's, to be honest, man, that is a huge system.
Yeah.
Like huge. Like it's going to take, to do it right, it could take half your cycle. It could take 3/4 of your cycle with that particular group. Because you got to factor in a lot of things. You got to factor strength. You got to figure dribble moves, their ratings. Is the stamina?
How people are also playing based off that system.
Yeah,
right?
last year trying to guard a guy for 20 seconds because he's just hitting you with all the business. He's
Yeah.
putting you in the blender.
Yeah.
Scott,
that
I
was
gotta
tough.
say, I made this tweet a couple weeks ago. I think it was on the weekend. A lot of people haven't thought about the fact that our launch date has gone from October 29th in 2 years to we launched a product on September 9th.
Yeah.
And that's just, that creates this huge difference for you guys. I mean, at the end of the day, you're trying to ship, this masterpiece that is the 2K game, and then, you have to also work on the prelude and all of that stuff. So it's a testament to how hard you guys work.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, the guys in there, man, are really resilient. They love the game.
Yeah.
So they're going to do, man. Like, okay, it gets moved up. So what?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, it's going to make us push some stuff up there, but guys are all about winning in there, from top to bottom. So, it's almost like somebody calling your number in a real game. You just got to answer.
Good D.
And only competing with yourselves like
There you
real
go.
champions would do.
Like that.
All right.
He's closing. It was 15-4. He's on
Man,
a
can't make this.
6-0 run
Can't
at the
make this an
line.
embarrassment too. I love that on the free throws now. The momentum that takes them forward or back.
Oh, yeah.
It's really, really cool.
Yeah, there's a bunch of that, man, that the guys added. Those are sweet. Oh. So if he's short or if he's long, you'll have a different one.
Yeah,
That's a tough
PG.
one.
I like those pull-ups though.
Come on, Kyle. He's open.
Wow. Can't believe you got that.
He's open. He had a small guy on him. I'm just targeting whoever's
I
small.
was right there defensively, but yep, that's a mismatch, and that's something that you're going to see too. One of the things, Scott, if you got a big in the past, you had a big coming in the paint on a small. The small could kind of hold them down. What happens this year with the mismatch in size?
Oh man, you may. It's literally barbecue chicken. I mean, you and I talk about that literally right after the tournament ended.
Right.
So we adjusted. Man, we must have added over 100 different walkdowns
Yep.
and different off-ball post stuff for that size mismatch. The goal is, man, so you can get that small dude in there, literally catch a deep seal, just turn and dunk on him. I know our boy, good old Brian Mazik, over there was talking about that.
Yeah,
and
that's
Bud
one of my
was talking about just being able to catch the ball down in that charge circle and just turn around and just booming all over them.
Bigs are going to eat this year,
Yeah.
for sure.
Speaking of those two gentlemen, by the way, they were featured in this morning's
My team
pack opening trailer. So if you guys haven't checked that out, you definitely want to.
A lot of my team fans are really excited about everything we got going on with my
You
team.
just did the same thing to me.
Explain how the commentary teams work and how they're allocated which divisions teams. I can't answer that part because I don't exactly know because I'm working on the gameplay
Indeed.
side. But Steve Smith,
Yes.
And it's also
Oh
a variety
my
of where you are in
goodness.
the season.
Yeah,
he's-
yeah,
he's-
absolutely,
He's awesome.
Steve Smith was outstanding. Brent Berry, outstanding. Doris Burke was outstanding.
That's not what I
They were
meant to
great. And
do.
they
I
all
meant to
sound
pump
different
fake.
too. Like they're not
Yeah.
just saying the same old lines or hey, why don't you say this? Like it's good stuff.
Can't really get anything to drop. Yeah, that's the thing. I was listening to one of the things, and Chris Webber was telling a story. And I was sitting there
Yeah.
playing, and I'm like, man, it's crazy. It's not just like they're calling the action on the court, and there's a script in front of
to
them.
the
Like
basket, I'm
the audio
serious,
team's
my
always
point.
done such a phenomenal job, but it really is enhanced this year as well. Oh my goodness!
We're gonna
Oh, I
have to
should've
beat
taken
that double team with the pass.
Gotta
Oh,
get the
Monte.
under. I had to do the up and under right there. Man, what a great series this was, though. I can't wait to watch more of that. I'm already looking forward to the season starting. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
me
know.
too.
Usually our game release is I'm playing some two-man game with Jonas and.
Yep.
and
Yeah, you have a bunch of new two-man game options, Ronnie. Speaking of that,
was
what they were saying, the AI is definitely going to be
Slap my hand
taking advantage of that.
Yeah.
You'll see a lot of cool stuff with Durant and Curry
Yeah.
and those different combos. Curious to see what we see from OKC too, outside of Westbrook. Can they
I
do
see
it?
a lot of Westbrook triple doubles is what I see.
Yeah. Does that
See a-
include turnovers?
It's going to be him trying to take over every single night.
Yeah.
I can't get a break tonight.
Let's slow it down. Come to the ball.
A good help. You see how Jefferson, Ronnie,
Oh
got?
no!
Did you notice how Jefferson got over
Yeah,
there sooner? So
good
again,
help.
ratings are playing into all of this.
Ooh, bad shot.
Always going back in.
Yeah, man.
Oh, Big Al, no love. Ronnie, you're an inspiration to King Griff 2K. How do you feel about that? It doesn't matter how you feel.
It doesn't
There
matter.
we go. Gotcha. Shout out to WWE 2K.
There you go.
Yeah, that will be dropping.
A couple weeks later,
It looks
Couple
amazing
weeks.
too.
It does
That
look
trailer was.
amazing.
Shout out
See
to
that-
the New
that-
Day.
That trailer.
Yes.
The New Day is my kid's favorite thing.
Day rallies right
Yeah.
now.
Didn't Ronnie bust out some New Day?
So we make it down this note list. You got
Man,
anything
this
else?
note list is pretty.
Pretty long. Scott
it's
has. I
pretty
love the
long.
preparation. We have a lot of stuff to talk
A
about.
wise man once said, "Failing to prepare is preparing to fail."
Play calling, Scott, this year.
Play calling,
New
tap
stuff to
that
start.
L1.
I
Yeah,
know,
there's
Czar's
that.
sitting there ready to.
Oh yeah. Big Czar, the whole nation.
Yeah.
Loving the new additions there. Yeah, the whole play calling wheel's changed. It's going to look at, contextually what is the right play. Obviously for you, it's looking at matchups on the floor. You may be successful 5 times in an ISO, but it's going to look at your matchup and say, hey, you probably should look at going, oh, didn't get out there.
T. Ross.
Yep.
It's good ball movement.
Yep.
Ronnie's he's playing well tonight. I'm dropping the ball every time I run by him.
If you guys are just joining
good back
our
cut.
broadcast, get over there. If you're just joining our broadcast, we did talk about the 2 features we have not yet discussed, which are Pro-Am and Park. Lots of very cool stuff for both of them, and we intend to put out some fire in terms of both of them as well. We just wanted to get a really cool trailer done for Park, and we haven't finished that yet. So hopefully soon.
Got
I
some
think you guys will be
cool
really
stuff coming,
excited.
though. Yep.
I'm actually going somewhere pretty cool
Wow.
Are
tomorrow.
you?
Yeah, I can't quite talk about it, but
Well, then why would you bring it up? Ronnie?
you know,
How
he
dare you
likes
do
to-
that
he
to the
likes to
people?
I'm a troll. I don't know
He
what to
likes to
say.
tease.
It's like Mike and Mike in the morning. That's what you're doing
That's
right
right.
when I'm in the car and I'm driving here. It's like, and when we
And
get back from the
5
break.
hours. That's
Come
good
on.
stuff.
Oh, my goodness. Oh.
So I'm going to make the adjustment to...
Yep, so hit right on the
yep.
D-pad, Chris, when you get on defense.
Yep.
And then
Becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
you should be able to take that stuff away. Oh, good move. Oh.
And one.
Oh.
Nice take.
That was pretty nasty.
That was a nice take. Hanging around.
I'm trying, man. Ronnie's playing really well. A lot of ball
I
movement,
can't
a lot of good
shake him.
defense. But I getting a lot of
What
calls.
movie is that from, Scott?
Oh, dude, you're talking to the worst movie dude in the history of life.
Yeah.
What movie is that from, chat? Let's see if they can get it. Hanging around. Kid has snake blood. I'm probably dating myself. I'm probably too old for this.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
Because of the change in style, there was an expectation.
What are they saying, Scott?
Man, there's a lot going on asking about shooting percentages right now. You're better using analog. Yes. To Junior in the
guess
chat.
we're probably a
Yes,
little bit
you have an advantage using the stick, without
Yes.
question. Yeah, so get on the stick if you're trying to be. If you're a knockdown guy, absolutely.
Good defense by Ronnie.
There's a ton of new rebounding content.
Yeah, I love.
Tons.
Honestly, my favorite part about gameplay this year is the
There's new
rebound.
rebounding.
100%.
All the new physicality,
I mean,
box outs, all that.
It feels like
good
it's
done.
much more in control. There isn't this just batting it up and down and hoping for the best.
And you can tip the ball back now,
feel
too.
Like,
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's one.
Oh, T. Ross, come on. Oh my God, you made a run! Holy cow!
Trying, man.
The guy's
I
button
need a
for
whole
life.
full
You know what? I was button too. I'm
too.
trying to adjust. I used to shoot with
Some
the
of the-
button, dunk with the sticks, or lay up with the sticks.
Some
now,
of those misses, it's still like, you'll have those misses where it's still, it's still because you're trying to just pull straight down on the shot, and you'll have that
One-point
miss.
game.
And it takes us some adjusting to get used to the stick, but when you do start hitting with the stick, you're going to notice that difference
Yeah.
for sure, Yeah, I'm trying to make it a game. Trying to make it a game.
It is a game. Well, actually, this is not a game.
Hashtag.
This is not a game.
I like it.
But it is a game.
How about,
It's
how about David,
we're a 4-point
David
game.
Aldridge, though, in the presentation?
So
David
sick.
Aldridge sharp.
Looking,
Nice
As,
suit,
as
too.
normal.
looking good. Looking good.
He's so fresh, he's clean.
Yes.
I mean, he's so clean, he's dirty.
Yes.
My bad. Shout out to the No Sleep
Raptors are a
team.
tough
No
team.
Sleep.
You play very well with the good athletic teams.
I like athletic teams.
Yeah, you do. You're good on defense. Ronnie's a hounder on defense.
Oh, Twitch handle. Yes, winners win 20.
Winners always win.
What are you going to be on, Scott, this opening? I know you're going to be streaming something this weekend.
Yeah, I will be streaming on there.
What are you, head-to-head, team up?
I may start off with the Lakers challenge before
Nice.
then I hit it in them Pro-Am streets. You
Dude,
know,
it's hopefully you play a little bit better than I did.
you'll be fine. It's all about lapping it up
Yeah.
this year. There's a lot of changes,
sure.
man.
There is.
Remember that pie pick and roll that you guys were running? That was like,
Yeah.
that was more or less on a
replay.
mechanic level. Wasn't up to snuff that we wanted. It still did its job, but now it's. I mean, the way teams are switching and
Yeah.
other guys can hit cutters.
Yep.
I love how, by the way, we have an NBA player just sitting in our office, and we're down
Ready
here
to
just
play.
playing the game.
Yeah.
Like nothing's going
I had
on.
to do it. I had to get one back.
And then for you super hardcore X's and O's guys, we've incorporated the tag on roll concept. So basically, weak side wings coming over to hit the roller. Like it's that detailed. We're getting it to a point to where teams are saying,
What halftime
You
show are we
got
going to
that?"
get this time?
You know?
Trampolines.
Could it be?
I want to see trampolines.
Yes, you can do double
Beautiful
alley-oops.
city, Ronnie. You were there for also.
Toronto. Love Toronto.
Yes.
Oh, now this is the definition of lit.
Look at that spiral, though, and off the backboard.
Oh, look at the assist to the booms.
Look at that. That is noise.
Yes, is the speed and speed with dribble very noticeable between guards, especially between
Yes.
PG archetypes. Yes, and
Yes.
size.
Yes.
Don't forget the size. I think you're going to see a lot of 5'7" dudes out there who can really move.
Yeah.
There you go, Chris.
The guy on Friday's broadcast playing with the Microsoft folks, the guy made a 5'8" point guard. That guy could fly.
Yeah.
Oh, good extra one. Making them there. Yep.
Nice pass, Ronnie.
Yeah,
2K.
that one just broke your D down. There's nothing.
Broke your D.
Yep.
Pause.
Pause.
Ronnie's ready to play some more.
Oh, good
Whoa,
seal.
whoa.
Good off-ball seal.
Yeah, it was.
Oh.
You got a score on that. You don't score until you score.
I take it. I like it.
wise
I'm like
man
J.R.
once told
Smith.
me.
I have to have.
It's like winners
contested
win.
shot.
You don't score until you score either.
Ronnie, don't even. Double.
Oh
he had
my
the
God!
dive.
I was
Had
trying.
the
What a
dive.
foul!
It's all right. Good foul.
Had the dive open.
Good foul.
Whoa!
Read that.
PG is quickness. No.
And one.
No.
Oh, look at the meter. It's so close to going all the way in. All right.
Is there a penalty for using 2-7-3 centers in Pro-Am? You're not going to want to create 2-7-3 centers. Trust me, you're going to get run off of the floor.
Or, the one, okay, let's address something, Scott, because this was kind of a funny one. They're a demigod, small forward playmaker, 6'3", right? You've seen the YouTube video. Let's talk about that.
Please do that.
Let's talk about the mismatch if you decide to do that.
Yeah, I mean, just don't do that. Like,
Back
it's just
them
not.
into the
It's not
post
good. Yeah, you're gonna get.
every time.
Yeah, you're gonna get crushed. You're gonna get absolutely crushed.
Must be nice to have wide open.
Everything affects pretty much every attribute. So you want to make yourself have the longest arms. Well, go right ahead. Then you're gonna take a hurting and everything else.
Yeah.
No easy baskets. You earn it at the line.
I like that too, by the way. There's a give and take for everything that you're going to do. And again, you're going to make your My Player better with the more badges you obtain. The badge system was completely reworked. It's people assume that's the same as last year, and it's not. You guys really went in and addressed badges that need to be addressed. And Zach was talking about a little bit of that on his Twitter. Making the badges more balanced because you guys were. The fans were into the road to the finals and all the esports stuff, but so were our developers.
Absolutely.
You guys were all watching and taking notes and seeing stuff that we need to improve from a competitive standpoint.
Yep.
So you'll see a lot of that implemented in this game.
that was a big reason we did it in year one, right? Like to understand how people built their characters, what we should be looking for, and okay, you want to give me that?
Yeah. Well, you saw there's like a stay home.
Yeah.
There's a stay home option right there. That's basically don't leave it. You're not going to leave.
Yeah.
So we're not going to come over and help. Like there's all types of options that you can do. Again, an ace package.
I got to hit something though.
Oh, he's doubled.
Oh my man, Kushmir. What's going on, Kush?
Can't hit anything, man.
Why is Jared?
I don't know why I can't hit anything, but I've been struggling all night to hit shots. All night. Ronnie's been hitting everything.
Only
I
down
can't hit
10.
anything.
Only down.
Man, it's
Kyle
frustrating.
Lowry's getting toasty. Toasty.
It's all right. We'll hold down.
How's it?
Hey, real quick.
Yes.
Sorry, Scott. If anybody lives in the Bay Area or around the Bay Area, Saturday we're doing I haven't put it up on Twitter yet, but we're going to be doing a little get together. I'll be there. Chris, I think you're going to be there. Scott, you going to come? We'll see about that.
Yeah. Game time decision.
In downtown San Francisco at 10 p.m. We're going to be at the Grand. So look it up. I'll put it up on social later. But good chance to meet our group if you're around. And it's the day after launch. I know a lot of people are going to be playing, but it should be a good time.
A lot of guys will be in there.
Everybody always gets excited about our parties, right? So
that's another thing as we were talking about prior to that of we all enjoy the game, so we'll all be in them. I know you'll be in there with me. Let's see if we can get Ronnie in them streets. We don't know. I don't know what the streets are going to say.
More of a mystery.
More of a mystery. I mean, you got to make a roster first, Ronnie. We're not sure. But that's it. That's the archetype.
I thought this was my.
This is your tryout.
My tryout right here.
Yeah, it's different than when you're just controlling one guy.
That's true.
True.
Nice.
I'm
pass.
actually a really good park and pro-am player, but I just do it on my.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not.
You're a good My Career player. No, different game.
Park, I am a very good park player.
We'll find out.
Guess we'll see. Maybe I'll start a squad. Who wants to be a Ronnie 2K squad? I got nothing.
Are you talking about the team Ronnie that came in the tournament
Ronnie? Yeah,
and
I know.
just got demolished in game
Destroyed.
Man, that was so much
favorites.
fun. I had so much fun with that tournament. I can't wait
that
for
was
it
one of the
again.
more fun days too. Like the actual. What
Good.
the?
Oh, get to the crib for the right hand fluff. Oh, and he goes.
Oh, I
2 feet.
almost stripped him.
You did almost. I thought you did strip me
I
for
thought
a
I
second
got
there.
you.
You were close.
Oh, I was there.
You were close.
Again, a 6-point game.
Oh, nice back cut from the corner. Sim Nation loving that.
It's good.
Shout out Sim Nation, shout out Sig Nation, shout out Online Nation, shout out.
Yeah, the Sig Nation really came to play as well.
Yeah.
Let's not forget Jersey Curse and the Sig Nation. Everything.
Yes.
What other nations are there?
From the shoes to the tattoos.
Cheese Nation.
Cheese Nation.
No, I don't. We break out in hives when we talk about them. We don't do it.
But again, a good thing is the gameplay team going to be looking at stuff that's going on, stuff that you guys are finding, looking to adjust. You guys did a really great job. I don't think you guys get enough credit for last year.
Yeah.
6 patches and really adjusting a lot. The community's giving feedback on. But this year, Mike was talking about it, more focused on, the adjustments of stuff that needs to be, adjusted more so towards like, oh, there's the shot stick again.
Yeah.
So again,
There's a. I gotta slow this down. Oh.
6-point game. Oh, maybe. Oh, good extra. Oh, to the guy I didn't expect.
I know I was trying to get to the other guy.
Stolen.
But I must have changed. What the heck was that stop ball?
that was the shot stick as well. So how not to use the shot stick? 2 possessions in a row. Travel.
Not travel. I got you off your
I
feet.
guess. Okay.
Oh, somebody's asking
Oh
about
my
shot off
God!
the
How did that
dribble.
get through?
Yes.
Shot off the dribble. That is actually moving off of the dribble, not just standing.
And that's a really good thing this
really-
year, by the way. Those pull up.
My plus minus with my bench has got to be like terrible.
Playmaker is not going to be OP for those wondering. I can guarantee you that. I mean, there's going to be guys who are nice on any archetype. Trust me. You have knockdown shooters that are out there filling it up.
Another mistake. I just got to cut down my turnovers a little bit.
We'll be really interested too to see how our boy the Druckerbacher.
Oh,
we go.
PG with a statement.
There we
How
go.
our boys the
Flex
Drucker-
those
Flex.
muscles, PG.
I want to see how the Druckerbachers build their team
Yes,
as
yes.
the defending champions.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm going to be
that is-
interested in.
It's
Some of
like those 2 bigs that they had.
And-
Eye
and-
Styles, I'm assuming he's going to
And
be a
play with a
playmaker.
target on their back.
That's right.
Oh,
I mean-
people are coming for that.
People are gonna come for them.
I mean, they know they shouldn't even have beaten us, Chris.
Right.
Full squad, and we take them out.
Ronnie was busy playing my career, and we were losing to the Druckerbacher.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah. People want me to get off that loss.
Um,
I'm not going to.
That's right. But you know what? I love it because I'm ready for the competition. There's so many modes that fans can play.
I can't lose my concentration.
Game is just huge, man. I mean, you got guys that just
Are you kidding
play
me?
the park.
Yep.
Like, that is it. They go to school,
Yep.
come back to their dorm room,
Park
and
life.
then right back into park life.
They got some good things coming to them this year too, by the way.
Yeah. There's something else to note is that last year we started the 2K free agent
Yes.
hashtag.
Yes.
That
Yes.
is still going as of right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
For 2K16.
Yeah. Yep.
That is amazing.
People
I
are
was
getting
just
their
following-
squads ready
yeah.
though.
That's what I'm saying. That's just like unbelievable. The day that we're in of social media and just,
Yeah.
I mean, hundreds and hundreds just going in there trying to find guys that fit their team and
Yep.
their style.
Real quick,
gotta
I just
love
remembered we gotta talk about something. If people didn't, oh my God, what is he doing out of bounds?
Yeah. That
If
was
he was wide open. If you guys probably saw that Draymond Green was on with the one and only Conan O'Brien.
Yes.
A half an hour before our broadcast playing, so that's pretty cool. But he's also going to be on the couch in an interview later today. I think it's 11 p.m. local. I think on the West Coast it plays twice, so it plays at 8 and 11.
not the guy.
So you definitely want to check that out if you to see Draymond on the couch. Jonas for 3. Okay, I gotta stop messing around. All right, here we go. One more quarter for the sweep. Let's do this.
There it is. Oh, I don't know if you got a matchup. There it is. Nice pass. And put up. Oh,
Probably got to do it, man.
Tie game.
right, I'm getting quiet. It's getting a little serious
He's
here.
come all the way back.
To be fair, it's hard to talk in. I will say that. Like, people think it's easy to talk and play our game, but that's why I give streamers that can do both a lot of credit.
I think it was like a 12-2
I mean,
run.
I'm
It's not
trying
easy.
to follow this
can't
chat
let
for
that
you guys, so
Yeah.
I'm going silent as well. I apologize.
It's a 12. I think that was a 12-2 run. I need to
Something.
shore up some stuff.
Yeah,
I was
much-
up 10.
Yeah, like our boy Cash Nasty, he's out here streaming every single
Yeah.
night.
I
And he
can't
keeps
do
it entertaining too, man, so
Yep.
shout out to him. 'Cause I would
Oh
not-
my God, he's got
The lead! It's a miracle!
Scott, glass
Wow.
cleaner versus post scorer. Look at your glass cleaner as like more of like an
I have
agile
gone ice cold.
type of guy. I don't know. I'm more of a post scorer, but man, the speed thing is kind of there. So if you're going to be with a post scorer, I highly suggest.
Chris has found his game.
Ronnie, I'm explaining something.
It
right
is
now.
lit, Scott!
I'm just playing.
He's on a 17-2 run.
If
so
you're
it
playing
can
with a
happen to all
post
of us.
scorer,
Yes.
I highly suggest that you know who your PG is. If
Yes,
he's trying to
yes.
fly up and down, you are going to seem really slow. That's not for you.
Right.
That's just a winning tip on the 2K stream.
Point guard's going to be really important, guys. Like, what kind of point guard you have. Like, because you're right. If you're a team that likes to run and gun, your build is going to be a lot different than your traditional build for something like you said, dumping the ball down. Like, I like to play with a point guard where we can really like
Chris.
force it inside and like, pound it down low and really just do work in the paint,
Yeah,
you know?
yep.
And it's a different play style.
Yep. Like if we took Al Jefferson and put him with the Warriors, how's he going to eat when
Right.
they're playing at that speed?
Right.
That's kind of really how you have to think of it. Oh, nice
Ooh,
extra.
good corner.
Oh, bad release.
Good board, though. That was a really big rebound. Oh, wide open.
Oh,
Another DeMar.
I have just
I'm
gone
lucky he's
ice
gone cold, yeah.
There
That's
it is.
good. Dang. Good shot.
I needed that. That was a
yes, there's
big
different
shot.
arena organs.
Yep.
Yeah, that's and all the different ambient sounds that you'll hear. Oh, Valanciunas, nice play.
No.
Valanciunas went there, chucked the guy, chucked that cutter in, got the steal. Oh, got to steal that.
Man, just like that, 5-point swing. It's not good.
Why is nobody covering him?
Look at that.
I got,
That mid-range
I got
is so
bodied out.
nice this year, Scott.
Yep.
I got bodied out
And
there.
pulling up too off the dribble, like that was something I think that last year a lot of people had feedback on. You can hit those shots when you're dribbling in those hard one dribble pull-ups on the move. If you have the right guy and you have the right stats to hit those.
Shot creator versus playmaker PG. I like these little questions. These are good. It depends on size. I think with the speed of the playmaker PG, potentially,
Yeah.
that's going to be a pretty high-picked one. But then, man, he's at such a disadvantage everywhere
DeMar
else.
DeCarroll has showed up.
Especially when it comes to, trying to finishing over people, getting his shot off, no different than real life.
Yeah.
So, defensive PG is the best. I can't necessarily disagree if you want to clamp. If you're that type of guy, I would love to see those guys out there. I don't know how many I'm going to see because you don't see too many guys just committed on the defensive end anyways. Oh, man, that ball's moving. Oh.
I had to take that. All of a sudden, my run.
What the?
Slash reverse shot creator. Me personally,
That
I would go with
sucks.
the
That
shot
was a
creator
terrible
if you're trying to be
possession.
that guy.
All right, we're even. Thank God. Chris is raging.
Nah, bad possession. You make the mistakes this year, they're your mistakes, Oh my
Again,
gosh, I'm wide open.
he has taken
Must
over.
be nice to hit so many threes, Ronnie.
I mean, I've hit green. I've been wide open in all three
Maybe I
of
should
those.
double team you more.
Oh,
There it is.
double team. Oh, nothing but air. Was that on the stick, Chris?
That was on the stick.
Right.
So, it's going to be an adjustment. Again, it's not as easy as it sounds in theory.
That's good though. Stop that ball.
What is the junk defensive setting that we saw? Oh, interesting. That is allows you to show man on first possession and then goes into zone, and it's a junk. It's a junk defense. It's a different look. That is in there. Yes.
Yep, no threes, but all his three-point shooters are open. He's at 4 here, Scott, so I'm in trouble. For
You
sure.
may want to hit right on the D-pad and hit don't leave
If
if you don't want anybody rotating off of
This
anything.
is bad. Yeah, timeout. Just like that run, he goes on a 9-0 run. It's frustrating, but that's what happens. Good run, Ronnie.
Thank you.
I wish I could hit 4 threes in a row in this game, but I'm hitting the air.
Thoughts on point forward versus? I don't know how many guys are really gonna. How many fours are really gonna try to be playmakers? As in they're losing out significantly on the shooting as well. Our max center is going to be useful. It depends on who you pick, man. Like or who you're trying to, you know. These glass cleaners have a significant advantage definitely on the glass, but don't have the low post scoring that you may want either. So I feel like we'll probably see quite a bit of those. So we saw a lot of blue-collar type of bigs last year in the Pro-Am, and I don't think that's going to necessarily change. Guys who want to just grab boards,
go to the
set
boards.
Screens. You know, there wasn't too many that... I don't know if I saw any. I don't know how you guys saw in the tournament of guys just dumping it down.
Yeah.
I mean, they had the mechanics, and now you can, like I said,
mean,
the battle before the battle is more than ever there this year.
I think
so we'll see.
I think our players have just kind of followed suit with the trend of the NBA, right? And but I think that ultimately there's still a lot of ways that you can win by bruising it down low. So, you know, I would not be surprised if we saw, at least in the Pro-Am, a kind of a return to that.
There's Toronto's up top pick and roll defense. Nice attack.
Got foul on me, of course. Yep. So there we go. Ronnie's ball.
Substitution controls same. Are stretch bigs going to be good at all? Yes. Yes, definitely. We have one guy in office that literally tries to create Dirk Nowitzki. The guy
Ronnie is just hitting every three in this fourth quarter. I can't do anything about this. That's what the Raptors can do, man. They can shoot.
6'6" shot creator versus 6'6" slasher shooting guard. Who are you trying to be? What role are you on your team? That's what I should say. As Chris throws the controller.
Yeah, I'm rage quitting. It's going to happen. Good game by Ronnie.
Athletic finisher center versus glass cleaner. Again, that is your role and what you want to do. If you're a guy that's nothing but the glass, then definitely take the glass cleaner for sure.
Yeah, I'm excited to see the makeup of Pro-Am team.
That's like, I'm almost like more interested in that than the actual game itself, like at the start.
Yeah, me too.
Especially
because when it comes
to the tournament.
How many guys do you think are gonna build their teams and then come back and rebuild them?
Ooh,
or they're my players, because you know there's a lot of people in the Prelude. You had one shot, right? But in the retail game, you're gonna have more than, you know, you're gonna have more than one my career file. I'm sure a lot of these guys are gonna test out different positions and whatnot. So, you know, I think those guys are gonna come in, see kind of how those guys play, and then come back out.
Yeah, that's a good question. I can see that
this quarter.
Yeah, because Chris, where I think you're right there is the playmaker PG. Because I think guys are going to be able to think that they're going to be successful enough shooting the ball where I don't.
I can't hit anything right now. I am completely gone ice. I've completely gone ice cold.
What? That's like the third time that's happened to me.
For Carroll, every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised. And George really
should get the ball to PG more.
Opportunities to score inside because he's so creative.
He's gonna hit one.
Yes, there's definitely a lot more blocking fouls. That's definitely true.
You've hit 20 this quarter, NBA record.
Both attacking the rim and off of the dribble. Did you guys already explain? You guys want to go ahead on the tip-ins and dunks? Did you guys already talk about that with Ian?
Yeah. Yeah. So you know, holding.
That is not what I was trying to do.
On the defensive side as well.
Nice.
6'7" sharp shooting guard. Will his defense be a problem? I would say so.
Yeah, you have to.
I think it's. I mean, it just depends on you. Like, are you a guy who likes to gap the shooters? Do you feel how well do you move? I don't. You're going to see enough difference in speed and lateral quickness to know that you can't just get in everybody.
That's my quarter.
Did you switch off, guys? What happened there?
Nah, I was trying to do something, but. Good game, Ronnie. Ronnie goes lights out. I think you've hit like 6 threes legitimately in this fourth quarter, and double teaming on 90% of the possessions.
Ronnie going with the method, do whatever it takes.
That's right. We'll adjust. I'm ready for this team up. We're gonna be out here live streaming on
I literally have dropped
Friday.
the ball like.
Yes, I will definitely be out there as well.
No call. Of course not. Good game, Ronnie.
Good game, dude.
But man, let me see how many threes you hit in that fourth quarter.
Let's take a look at the old stats here.
This is not going to be good for me in the fourth quarter. So, what we got here? Oh no, over here, fourth quarter.
I scored 30 on scored you out.
Yeah.
Scored you 30
Yeah.
to 16.
That'll do it. Let's see.
4 threes, I think.
Yeah, that was bad. But you know, good game, my man. Shot sharp.
No, go to team summary and then go to the fourth
Yeah,
quarter.
yeah, yeah.
Or score summary.
There you go. Fourth
Let me
quarter.
see.
Fourth quarter.
Fourth quarter, 60.
I was 6 for 12.
At 35%.
Must be
Gotcha.
nice. Must be.
Gotcha.
You shoot like that though. But again,
Yeah, I think the big stat
defensive
that
settings didn't really stay home on the shooters there. But
Yeah, you have all that. Again, the POEs, as you know them, are no longer there. They're called the ACE packages, so they're more, specifically defined. You can stay at home, you can junk, and you can page through. And again, these are on the team and individual level. So like in Ronnie's case, if you wanted to stay home, not have him shoot any threes, that option is yours. If you want a particular player, don't let him do one thing that he's killing you. You can do that. Our guys, it's more of like an advanced feature, so our guys will pick that up. Again, just pressing right on the D-pad. If you go here, you can see the rating for Nate McMillan. That's that C+ grade. So guys are getting boosts depending on that grade as far as awareness and all those other cool things that we have this year. Again, there's a lot that was done just as much as last year. There's not a 30-page blog to go with it.
yeah, the gameplay is really phenomenal this year, and I know you guys. The Prelude's been a successful hit.
Yeah, definitely.
Lots of downloads on the
Everybody's
Prelude.
playing that thing. People are excited, talking, sharing their archetypes, and here we are near the finish line.
A few days away.
Crazy. Seems like
days away.
yesterday
Everybody-
we were just
I know.
at the event.
It really does feel like that was just yesterday. But, we're 2 days away now. Fans are going to get in their hands. And, the Prelude, your player locks, which is always, a different feel than when you're playing, God mode or 5v5, right?
Yeah.
Controlling the entire team. So I know a lot of people are excited to get in there and not do as poorly as I did today. But, it's going to be a lot of fun to see just the various modes. You have my team fans that are excited for my team. Park fans are going to be excited for what we have in store for Park. We have, the My League Online, My GM, which, by the way,
Those are second to none.
the best mode in sports
blog was
games,
insane.
potentially.
Yeah, those are ridiculous. EB and his crew, those guys really just kill it year after year. It's like there's this entire you just know these deliverables that they're going to give
game
you.
within a game.
It's great. And the other thing that's really cool is, of course, we had the My Team blog. I brought that up a little bit earlier. Just lots of stuff. From everybody on the development side. I can't reiterate this enough, but these guys listen. They're out there listening and working very hard to make these modes better every year. And I'm sure the 2K18 grind's already on, and going towards next year.
Absolutely.
These guys work relentlessly at their craft.
But first things first, take care, listen, like you're alluding to, the feedback and everything else. We're excited, I don't know, man.
3
I'm
days
excited.
away.
The most important thing that I'm really happy about, with all the stuff that we did, with Mike's blog, the gameplay stuff that we're doing, but the AI side and what we did with Ace 2.0, is that we're having the right conversations. You notice that now we're talking about competitive gaming, sticks, skills, team-specific defenses. These are the conversations that we're having right now. So that's what I can't wait is Friday night. With all these guys, hey, I like the playmaker. I hate the playmaker. I love the shot creator. I hate the shot creator. I'm building my guys around this, my team around that. This is what we were gaming for.
For sure, and it's just going to continue to evolve.
And just see everybody out there, strolling all of their favorite modes, playing the park, playing all of these things. So.
And again, all the other guys that are behind the scenes that aren't getting credit, amazing job to all of you guys. I mean, we got guys that have been here 25, 30 years, man, been in the business since '88. I mean, we have some amazing dudes that have been here, man, that put in this work and that they just, man, they're like Kareem in the post, man. You just go to them and they just deliver year after year. Some of the most brilliant people. I mean, I've been around. I've traveled the world for 5 years playing ball, seen a lot of millionaires and stuff like that who own their squads. But some of these guys that we have in this office that are working on this game are pretty remarkable.
We're really ecstatic. Of course, if you guys go out and pre-order tonight, if you haven't, you better, because you get it on 9/16, which is this Friday, 4 days ahead of the 9/20 release date, Ronnie.
And midnight launch Thursday. I'm sure a lot of people are going to be out on those streets, waiting for the game. I mean, we get pictures of Lions sent to us on Thursday night every single year, so really exciting. I will also say that 2K Day is Friday. You know, come up with those excuses. Come up with the reasons that you gotta skip work, skip school, skip whatever, to skip your girlfriend, skip everything to get on those.
Oh, girlfriend definitely has to take a back seat. You know, a little education. You know, sometimes Friday depends if you're a junior or senior.
No,
you're getting out
school.
at 1:30.
School ain't important on it.
You know what I'm saying?
Plan your dates tonight, tomorrow night, because after 9.
A good woman understands priorities, you know, and that's in 2K is being one of them at the highest, you know. So
most definitely,
I got a lucky one at home that definitely has understood it's college. So
we're very excited.
We're
very excited for 2K Day, and we're very excited for you guys to pick up the sticks. And here we are at the end of the line. But tomorrow we have the exceptional, momentous trailer.
Absolutely,
it's something that everybody looks forward to every single year, and it's really, really good.
It is sick. It gets me hyped.
So,
I'm ready for
there's just a different feel to his videos.
Yeah.
Like he's just different.
Yeah, he's a genius.
He's very skilled.
We'll look forward to that, and until next time, we are going to have a broadcast on Friday. I'll send some news about that again with Microsoft, like the one that we did this past Friday. So look forward to that, and enjoy midnight launch. Enjoy the beginning of 2K Day, and we will see you guys back on Friday.
Yes, and let's hear another word from our sponsors, from our friends over at Comedy Central. Peace.
We ain't always gonna be bench warmers. I got real potential.
No you don't. All systems is go. In 3, 2, 1.
Legends of Chamberlain Heights, Wednesdays at 10:30 on Comedy Central and on the app.